into the Doom Vault, but you did accomplish a fair amount at the very least, including slipping through a room where what appeared to be demons were trapped in runic cages, all of which you decided finally not to release in case bad things happened. And in the next room after that, you came to a hallway. Apparently, you picked the right direction, as the room beyond that housed the subject of your current ire, a lich who goes by the name of Tarul Var. Uh, as the battle began, it was not one of ease, as each side threw everything they had at the other. Each side threw everything they had at each other, and the Lich proved to be a crafty individual with the spells that he flung, techniques he used, and his meanness in targeting allies who were paralyzed or unconscious on the floor. Nonetheless, you all managed to break his minions, and as he attempted to flee into safer territory, you eventually managed to drag him back out into the open, where he requested a parley, or at least not in so many words. Uh, this was after Blisk was terrified and ran off somewhere deeper into the dungeon, and you entered a room that appeared to have another strange demonic creature being tormented with skeletons and another of those white creatures using pikes, poking at it feverishly and not seeming to have really any care that the creature was just getting madder and madder about it. But as we pick back up, right in the middle of the mess, just going to drag everybody back down here, move us back to the Doom Vault map. And we'll take our 3 minutes to load, and then we'll get back to, yes.
And we'll change the sight lines and whatnot. Oh, you probably already have it on this map. Didn't you say you have to like change the lighting on every map in this one because it's set up bad?
No, I don't have to set. There's nothing wrong with the dynamic gliding. Everything just lags really bad because the maps are so big and there's so much to them and so much on them.
Gotcha.
And like I said, if I wanted to, I could go in, shrink all this down, and redo the dynamic lighting. But my main issue with doing that is it would take me more time to do it than it would take you all to spend on the map. And that's diminishing returns. And I'm kind of like, I love doing stuff for you guys. I'm happy to work with you. That's a little more work than I think I should put into this. It's like, yeah, I could spend 10 hours redoing the map, or for you all to be like, oh, let's go in this room. And through that room, and through that room. Oh, it turns out this one doesn't have any battles. 2 hours, and we're gone.
No worries. Yeah, totally understand that.
All right.
Are we still in initiative?
We are not currently in initiative. I did not delete it in case you all decide, fuck it, let's kill him. But at the moment, initiative has been suspended. I will remind you that between you and him are a host of skeletons and a white, all wielding pikes, and not afraid seemingly to use them. Though they have held up at his decree to hold off.
The Blink Shell did just drop a nasty good heal on everybody. Except for Garlo, I think, unless Keen did not update his sheet last week.
Keen did not update his sheet last week. Actually,
he might have been just taking more damage. I was rolling back because I remember you like.
He tried to grab the Lich, and the Lich did some things to him.
That's right. I think he got firebolted in the face a couple times or something like that.
And he got paralyzing touched. But he con saved against that, so no paralysis.
Okay. So yeah, everyone else is looking good, but yeah, he took a beating.
So Lucius just said that.
He is standing down the hallway across from you, Blinkshaw, and there are still 4 of them as far as you can tell. Significantly harder to tell which is the real one now that, well, one's not being held on to.
I'm not sure if I can see Blisk. I probably can't because I can't see his token. But
you
do I
don't know
where he was?
You have no idea where Blisk was.
I was in that room and I could see his token over there from there.
You couldn't see his token.
Oh, it was a closed door?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, okay. I'll be quiet.
I'm gonna stand up a little straighter and like relax my battle stance. All right. Call off your goons and we can settle this civilly.
I like my goons right where they are. But that doesn't mean we can't talk this out civilly. He waves a bony finger, and the white pulls back bit by bit. The skeletons seemingly turning back, and they fall back away from you, at least out of pike range. But they don't move any farther back than that.
I will stay out of pike range. Pike range is 2 in front, so if I was here, I would be in
They have a 5-foot reach, yes.
5-foot reach. So here is safe.
So if you're in the room, you're inside of their range.
Okay.
I assume you all have come here for some ignoble, noble reason or some such.
We've been hired.
Hired. I just realized I say ignoble, noble. That's literally an oxymoron. It's like saying an unhonorable, honorable duel.
I mean,
It's
it
a
kind
lich.
of is
Yeah,
true.
it's a lich. I don't think you went to grammar school. It's fine.
Okay.
I saw those words next to each other in a book once. I will offer this. I obviously have no desire to be destroyed here, but to destroy me would serve you little purpose. In time, I'll return, and you'll have just made an enemy. But it behooves me to aid you, as I have no desire to remain here.
Aid us how?
But behooves mean doesn't help. If we aid you, that would be help.
Go to grammar school. Shut up, Balin.
No, behoove is a duty or responsibility for someone to do something. So basically, he said, it's my responsibility to help you if I want something out of this. I know my grammar. I just got ignoble and noble mixed up there. I was thinking that backwards twice. Anyways, I will offer you several things. First is my glyph key, which will allow you to move beyond. On top of that, well, do you really need much more?
And that sounds like something you could have given us right from the start. You tried to kill us.
Well, to be fair, it was kind of a abrupt introduction, I'd say.
He started it.
Yes, sure.
Can I ask an out-of-character question because I don't have access to my notes at the second?
I mean, that depends on the question. Depending on, you might not get an answer.
It's in my notes. I'm just trying to remember. Are we looking to destroy all the phylacteries or just the specific phylactery of that one lich?
That's your interpretation.
This is the guy who we were sent from the woman in the couches.
Right. This is just the last room. I mean, the end game objective here was to destroy the phylacteries of whom?
I think it was just destroy as many as you want, and especially the one of the guy who was at the top.
Your orders were to destroy the phylactery vault.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, if you were not giving orders to go here and destroy a specific phylactery of in numero uno, they just said go here and destroy that.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. You mentioned several things. Is there more you have to offer?
Unless you can prove to me that it's worth my time, why must I offer anything else? A glyph key will allow you to continue on, and you will be out of my hair. I do have authority in the abyssal prisons, and I may be willing to pass word along that you should not be bothered so long as you do not disturb any further experiments. I feel that's more than reasonable.
I kind of scooch up and whisper to Tashra, like,
I'm not
I don't think we
talking.
can hear.
Not
Not Tashra,
Tasha.
Jesus, I'm sorry. I said Arena. At least to the group, but I was like, look, I think it's a good deal, but we need a cherry on top. I want our goblin back. What do you guys think? I'm not leading without Blisk.
I don't think he's really gonna do that. I think he's gonna tell other people to just kill us. He's just close to death right now, so he can't do it himself.
Can I make an
So
insight
that's
check?
I was gonna say that's my read of the situation. Can I incite him?
Make insight
Oh.
checks.
Okay, both of us.
Liches are hard to read, but he doesn't seem to be disingenuous. He seems more a little backed into a corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say if that's a good deal, we take it. I just want the cherry on top. Give me my goblin back.
Seems reasonable. But we don't want to leave without our friend, the goblin.
What about the goblin? I haven't done anything to him.
Do you know where he went?
You see the Lich kind of looks left, looks right, kind of scanning the room, and then shrugs his shoulders.
Well, you seem
He
pretty
ran off
resourceful.
somewhere.
If you can't find a goblin in a room nearby, how can you help us in the rest of this place?
I'm giving you the means to move on yourselves. If you're capable, surely you can manage.
Sure, you also said that you'd send word, and that we wouldn't be bothered.
I think he means with the communication devices they have. So,
I'm trying to get that out of him.
okay.
It is a simple thing to pass on word to those inside the Doom Vault.
I was gonna say the caverns.
The Doom Vault.
Obviously,
why-
I'm out of touch because I haven't had a real session in a week.
So then why don't you ask them where the goblin is?
We would have to come to an arrangement for that. I'm not going to just march back into my room so you can corner and kill me.
It kind of looks like we could already do that, though. But anyway, well, you said that this isn't where you want to be. Where do you want to be?
I want to leave. This place is a prison as much for me as it is for everything else. Punishment for failing the invasion of the Sword Coast.
And you want to leave where?
Anywhere that isn't Fae. But Zastam won't find me.
And you want to do what?
Is that important?
Yes.
I forget how you holier-than-thou types make everything your business.
Yup. Here's my nose. It's in your business.
Blake, the thing that's chained up, how is it chained?
It is chained to 4 different shackles on the walls. It looks like every single. Hold on, let me double check and read that because I have that right here. Yes, it is, as you can see, mostly bound to the walls around it. There are a total of 10 sets of shackles that are all tethered to what look like 4 different locks in the walls. And it would be a time and effort to remove those each in turn, at least as you guessed from all the way over here.
Yeah, from what it looks like, it's not like I can just pull a pin. Like they have to be picked.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Alicia, do you have a locate object or locate creature spell prepared? We could find Blisk that way.
I'd rather not use any of our resources to find Blisk when a lich should be able to find a goblin in his own home. Now,
Did you miss the point where I said that I am much a prisoner he is everyone? Just because I'm responsible for the abyssal prison does not mean I am omnipotent.
well, he came in here. We don't see him. So we probably went through those other doors. Unless there's a secret passage in here. Is there a secret passage in here?
No.
Okay.
As you
Can I
say this,
open
though,
that
the white
door?
does kind of turn around and gives a nod. And as they share a look, he looks at one of the skeletons. The skeleton kind of turns over and makes up over, and just kind of opens up the door, and immediately gets its head cut off by a long sword. And Bliss screaming, "Ah! You're not gonna take me alive!"
Stop, Blisk, stop.
What?
Hold still.
We might still live if you don't kill anyone else.
He kind of steps through. He looks around. Everything's looking at him. Are we making friends?
Yes.
That depends. You're on the wrong side of the skeleton wall. Come on, buddy.
I don't know. This side seems pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. He just kind of turns around and walks backwards through them, slipping back towards the group. Yeah, just kinda. You guys do that! And he turns and he runs off in his room.
Mind the trap.
He takes off into the room you all were fighting in previously.
Is that satisfactory?
One of the other skeletons walks over and starts trying to pick up the pieces of the other skeleton.
My
Ah,
wife,
that's
my
funny.
beautiful wife. I'm good to go.
I think so.
He will
Key.
snap a finger
I
and then
do-
produce the stone glyph key. I'm sticking to our description because it's so much cooler than their stupid description. With notched edges on the end at the end of his hand, and he will pass that to the white, who will step around the group up to you, Blinkshaw. Kind of hold it forward, expecting you to hold yours forward as well.
I say, hey, Mr. Gnome.
Mr. Gnome.
Miranda, do you mind swapping spots with Phildinis for a sec?
Not at all. I will swap.
Mm.
And I'll hand it the card over.
All right, make your Arcana check.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Those have been doing great.
All right, wow, you nailed it. Okay, so as you become attuned to this, let me grab the names of all the places. You've now immediately become aware that you are attuned to significantly more places than you were previously. If my math is correct on the ones that you are actually attuned to. You are attuned to the Fiendish Arena, the Temple of Chaos, the Abyssal Gate, and the Halls of Conditioning. It seems that you have become attuned to, and Tarvar will confirm, every single location inside the Abyssal Presence.
That's neat. I give back to Blinkshaw.
Still didn't answer about what you were going to do, where you were going to go.
Well, I don't know. My only priority is to escape the wrath of Zostom. Likely that means hiding out for a few centuries.
Do we know who Zostom is?
That's the High Lich of Thay. He was the main name that was mentioned when you all were hired to come here.
Like, we're working for a faction of rebels that are trying to overthrow him. The rest of the Wizards of Thay are under his thumb as worshippers.
I wrote down Khazad-Ghoul for that. Okay.
No, Khazad Ghul was the Lich who built the Doom Vault.
Ah.
Yeah, Zostom took it over when he found it. That was lore that you all received from
Red Wizard.
Serana?
Serana. I thought that was her name. I wanted to double check.
I actually had him as well.
The white takes back his glyph key, or its glyph key, and carries it back over to Tara Lavar. And he says,
Well, I'm assuming all transactions are now finished. You should be moving along.
One other request. There was someone we met earlier. Actually, a few things we met earlier. A fire elemental And did I know what the succubus was?
I mean, she looked like a succubus.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if I had known one. And the succubus. Why don't you set them free too?
You also knew her name, which probably would have been the more direct thing to refer to her as.
Francesca.
Francesco.
Yes, just like I said.
Yeah, I mean, it's wiggle room on whether or not she was a succubus, but you definitely didn't know her name was Francesca. So,
And the fire elemental, Zonko.
Zonko. Bingo boingo.
What about him?
They're prisoners too, right?
They have their purposes here, whether it's something or another.
If you want to be let free, why wouldn't you let them free?
Their safety does not concern me. I did not summon Francesca here. I did not bind her here. I merely gained control of the region in which she was in a cage.
But you have the ability to set her free.
Can I insight check him not binding her here?
make an insight check.
I would like to insight that.
Doesn't seem to be lying yet.
Okay.
Be the one character say, guys, we always do this. We have a good deal, then we talk too long.
I agree. I would like to say, however, that we are attempting to disable Zostan in a way, or take him out of power. I assume that would be agreeable to you.
I find that particular course of action beyond your little group.
Well, we don't plan on facing him directly.
Yes. I'll leave it this way. Once you have caused a distraction and I have the ability to leave, what you do in the prisons does not concern me. But so long as you cause trouble while I am still here, then you're making my life and escape harder.
I see. Very well then. I believe we have what we need. We will leave you to your work. And I nod and I start backing up. Slowly. Right, guys?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Did Blisk, if you want to leave, come with us. If not, your rescue's over and you can live here with these people.
He screams back,
But there's a box in here that's locked!
Okay.
Nope.
I think the exit's this way. Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
as you again, you see that he is basically leaning over what looks like a working desk and is just pouring through it. I'm sorry, no,
It's in
that's
here
not the desk.
somewhere.
The desk is over here. As you look at him, you see he is holding a flat box of black wood.
Does anyone have Detect Magic up?
You had it in the fight before you cast Flaming Sphere.
Right, that's
Um,
what I meant. So I clearly don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I cast Flaming Sphere.
And as you see him
But-
holding the box, you can see that underneath the box, the drawer that was holding it is still open, and there appears to be a gold coffer inside of it that looks like a sleeping dragon with violet garnet eyes.
Examining both, do they seem to have any noticeable glyphs on it, or even hidden? If I check really goodly,
With a cursory glance, you don't see anything like that on them, no.
But
But
if they actually
neither one of them are so absolutely large that you couldn't just stuff it away and take it out of there with you.
I'm peeking around the corner. And I'm like, can I see them? I can't see them, can I? Oh wait,
I mean,
I
you
can see
can
them.
make out. I mean, you can see a little bit of them. It's
Yeah.
you're staring through a doorway into
which
a
way is the
room.
door? I'm lost.
Valen. And I'm doing
What?
like the cut it off thing with my hand, like on my neck, like stop.
I
Stop.
we gotta hurry.
And which Wingstop slings his backpack around, which he still has, surprisingly, and just begins to try and stuff the box into the top of it.
Can I the second box? Can I lift it with a mage hand?
I mean, you're standing right next to him. You can just pick it up.
I know, but if it
No.
explodes things, I'd
Okay.
rather.
Okay. So you'll use that mage hand. I mean, you can lift it up with the mage hand, sure. It's not so heavy that you couldn't do that with that.
Okay, so at least it's not over 10 pounds. Okay. Can the mage hand hide it on my person, or do I have to touch it?
I mean, if it's hidden on your person, then it would be the same as touching it.
Fair. All right. Well, the mage hand seemed to be all right with it, so I'll tuck it in my
Okay.
cloak and go. Whoops, wrong way. Stupid
gonna-
room.
I'm gonna be asking this guy, what is through that door?
The door that
the
was
hallway.
Blisk was going through.
Yes.
He knows the names of these places, and he'll tell you the names of these places.
Those are the demon cells in the maze of undoing.
Is that the exit through the Maze of Undoing? I'm trying to figure out how to get around here.
It is a maze of undoing.
Doesn't sound like an exit.
I mean, undoing being here? Where are we supposed to go? That's where I'm lost.
There are many ways. Each sector connects to other sectors. This is not necessarily the only entrance or the only exit.
So does that door go to an exit? Does it lead us back to that fighting pit?
If you have the connections, yes.
And because you're sending word ahead, we have those connections, right?
You already have the connections in your glyph key.
Oh, those connections. Got it. And when you send word ahead, is there like a secret code word we need to use?
Anyone in the abyssal prisons will know. I don't have any authority beyond those.
We'll know that we're
That we're okay to be here in the abyssal.
They
prisons.
won't try and kill you. That's
Okay.
how you'll know.
good to know. And all of these demon things that are chained up, do we need to like leave them where they are? Do we need to let them?
I
Go,
What
like,
you
what's
do
up?
with them when I am gone, I do not care.
All right. And where are you gonna go? Are you gonna follow us? Are you gonna?
I am going to gather my things, wait for an opportunity, and leave.
Do we need to send you a signal?
He just looks at you
You've asked enough questions.
like if a skeleton could furrow its brows, he just seems to like catch on to how much time you're biding.
Just get going. The longer
Right.
you spend here, the more forces that will marshal against you.
All right, no
So
more
then-
chit chat. We always have too much chit chat.
Considering he saw two people move off into his side room.
There's no live things in there. How could he see us?
I mean, he saw
saw
you
you-
all turn left down the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I was lost. We are lost. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, since we don't need to go that way, we'll see you later. Do we turn right at the end of this hall or go back to the other area?
He doesn't know where we're going.
All right.
It's
All
like
right. all
asking
right.
directions to a place that you don't know where you're going. It's like, hey, how do I get somewhere?
Yeah.
He points
Just-
in two different directions.
Just
Thank
go to
you,
the
Mr.
gate.
Scarecrow. See you later.
To a gate. The gate, I say.
I'll come back up here and be like, he didn't know where to point us. I guess we go to the other gate.
Which gate?
Lead the way. Don't step
The
on the
one-
trap.
The one that we went through earlier.
Okay. All right.
And I let
There may
you
or may
guys
not
go
be mentioned,
first.
Balin, as you walk out, of him stepping up to the white and saying,
They're never going to survive this.
Balin just goes, yeah, huh. My goal is for get him so annoyed. He's like, yeah, no.
Thanks for all the stuff, skeleton. And I mean, thanks for not killing us.
This is gonna run off my head.
I'm gonna have a talk with Blisk.
I'm gonna assume.
You guys have control to move Garlo, so one of you can move Garlo.
Yeah,
I
I don't
do
think.
not have control.
Actually, no, you don't have control of Garlo.
Yeah,
then he's just gonna. I'm just gonna attach him with the hip to Balin
Cool.
because that makes my life a lot easier.
Does that mean I can? Or are you just gonna?
That
move him
means
forward?
that I'm just gonna consider him to be next to your token at all times
Okay.
because that makes my life a lot easier.
I'm gonna keep letting you guys go through.
Actually, I do that with Blisk too, just because it's the easiest thing.
Everybody's
with that.
following Balin.
Through
Waiting
this
for
room.
everything to get connected.
Curly, you have to move through so Blinkshot can move through and we can shut the door.
Oh, well, I was waiting on Garlo to come through too.
Garlo's attached to
He's with me.
Balin's hip, basically.
Oh, I can't see him.
He's not.
No,
his
he's
token won't move.
imaginarily. He's with
I'm
us.
not gonna move his token everywhere because that's 2 more things I have to keep track of.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. All right, let's go.
And away we go.
Okay,
Close the
doors. Closing all the doors. Sure.
Jim Morrison says thanks.
Back in the demon room, there's more screaming of release us. Sorry, release us. And then Bliss says, "Ah, it's funny."
I'm gonna keep on. All right, away we go, folks. I'm
Away we
staying towards the
go.
back through this room.
Okay.
So, can we look at our stuff now?
I
Keep
think we
going.
need a. Does anyone need a rest?
So I'm
of
just
some
gonna be
sort?
following Blinkshaw, and yeah, I mean not this room because it's horrible, but
No,
maybe on the
no, no, no.
outside through that gate with the door shut, we can find a place.
So there's a gate over here, but we're gonna go through the gate that we already went through, that leads us into another zone. So up there, keep going straight up, up you go, everybody.
Up. Come on.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm following everybody up. That's what I said through this room.
Okay.
Do-do, do-do, oops, do-do. All right. We get up here. I'll open.
As you're leaving the room, Filtonus, you hear in your mind from one of the creatures it isn't in a language you understand, but you still do seem to understand the meaning as it asks you, "Don't just leave us here."
And we're leaving.
I'm not surprised. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
leaving.
you all make your way to the north. You may close yet another door as you see fit. All the
Yes,
doors are
please.
closed. This door
I
is
can
also
sympathize
closed.
with the elemental, but not these ones.
The elemental would kill you just as fast as all these other demons.
I know.
if it
but
meant getting
still.
home. Presumably.
Yeah. Sure.
Blinkshaw, make an X save.
Goddamn stupid trap thingy.
All right.
Into the pit.
Blinkshaw falls. I don't have my dice out. I need to grab my dice. 1 second. I'll just roll this one. That.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Well, that was
As
a
you
rough pit.
fall 20 feet down into another spike pit.
Hey guys, there's a pit.
Is
Thanks.
it nice? Can we sleep in there?
Has really smooth walls, but there's spikes at the bottom.
The Princess and the Pea.
All the better to
won't feel
defend us
anything.
with. I lower Blinkshaw a rope.
I climb up the rope.
Okay.
I'd like to make
Because you do have
perception check.
Garlo with you, I'm not going to ask you to make any strength checks. I'm just going to assume you can do them.
I'm not great at perception. I can't spot traps very well.
You telling me?
Balin, would you like to do the honors?
Alright, and again, that's just, I don't know how to do this out of character.
There's a random pattern of like this
That's what I'm
traps
saying. Like, I
always being
can't
on the
check,
left
I don't know,
side.
but I can check what I can't. So I'm just gonna go somewhere, roll, and if bad shit happens, bad shit happens. Here, I'm checking to see traps and for pits anywhere that I can see from here.
All right. I mean, you just say I'm looking for traps in this hallway, and you look for traps in the hallway. It's simple as that.
That's pretty much what I'm going for.
You have. I don't think you've checked for more. I mean, you've marked off areas where traps are in this hallway already, and you do not see any other traps in this area that do not correspond to those markings.
I think we're good, guys.
I found them both. Ha!
I wish you all would actually keep it color coordinated for whoever fell in the trap to reveal it. That would make that would just make me an unrational amount of happening.
I will do that moving forward. I think for now, all but one was me.
One was Balin.
Yep,
Actually, I
that
think
was
two
me,
were
all
Balin.
but one.
No,
Yeah,
I
found
fell
a
in
bunch.
one.
Just
I think I fell in the
Not
first
And this
one.
one over here was Garlo.
Yep.
I'm due for one.
Hey guys, I don't feel so great. Are we gonna rest up at all?
yes, absolutely. We just have to be in a room that's far away from things that are actively are trying to kill us.
Oh, I'm
Just
sure there's
temporarily
plenty of
kill
those.
us.
I did want to
And,
mention.
Not look for the things that we found. That we didn't find. Wait.
Did we feel that transition that we felt last time we were in this
Going
hallway?
down this hallway, you do.
Okay. At that point, I say, all right. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Let's go ahead and open our stuff. And I'm going to sit down.
I did briefly want to mention if he notified all the people or the main people in the abyssal prison, does that mean Pancheska knows that we didn't kill him
Yeah,
like he wanted us to?
I think we needed to kill that guy. He's just going to get his strength back and then be able to destroy us, and he'll do it next time.
I'm more worried about Pancheska being very angry about that.
Hey, we said we'd do it. We didn't say we'd do it like right away. I have every intention of killing all these things some other time when we're better rested and know what we're going into.
Okay.
They're immortal demons. They have to have it. They can't have that level of impatience. I'm just not allowing it.
What's the Lich? Don't they have their might be part of the phylactery itself?
What?
Like their second being, I think it's called. Their little jar of their soul.
Yeah. If you destroy that, you destroy them.
Yeah. So I mean, we're just gonna take them out that way versus up front. No?
Were we told what's guarding that chamber, by the way? The phylacteries?
No, we don't.
No.
I mean, the Doom Vault is guarding it.
I mean, no,
So-
you don't have any knowledge about other locations of the New Vault, especially the deepest one that is the most secure. As you've learned, many sources of information came from outside. They didn't know much about the Doom Vault because it's intentionally kept secret because of how important of a location it is. It's not something that is spread around. It's the equivalent of you don't have the security clearance to know what goes on there.
Yeah.
Like, we got a shitty little hallway here. Are we going to find a more open space to hut it up, or are we just going to post watch and sleeping bag it? Because we need to rest.
It is nighttime, so you all could take a long rest. That is entirely reasonable.
If we keep watches, I think we might be all right. There's 6 of us. How many watches is one night? 4 watches?
Yes.
I'll
we
take
keep-
first. Who else doesn't suck at noticing things? Blinkshaw.
I suck.
Yeah,
Me and
Blinkshaw
Lynch are
should.
about the same.
I should be with Phil Dennis. Blinkshaw should be with by himself, and then oh shit, we don't want to. Oh wait, we have Blisk too. Blisk should be with Garlo, and Arena. You're pretty perceptive, so I think you should go last.
Kind of. You'd
But I
probably do
can
better on-
sorry, go for it.
I can bring back Archie now, right? Or is he dead? I can't remember what happened last game. I dismissed him, I thought, but I don't know if I actually did or not.
I mean,
I
don't
temporarily
know.
dismissed it, but I can't remember. Like, I can't remember. I brought him back since he died on the ship, and I don't remember him dying since.
You haven't used them since, I don't think.
But I brought him back when we got to
Yeah,
a.
I remember that.
thing
We went to
before.
Neverwinter.
Yeah. But I dismissed him immediately because he'd been dying a lot.
But I could cast detect magic while we open that little chest.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, when we get to the resting
we-
part, I can have Archie watch as well.
So we're looking to take a longer rest.
I mean, I
Yes.
don't have any spell slots.
All right. I'm gonna heal myself up a little bit then.
I can recover 1 second level or 2 first ones, but that's about it.
I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of help here. In that case. Are we resting here?
I assume so.
All right. Who's
Wherever Blisk is opening that chest, I'm going to be on the opposite side of the hallway from him. Like, as far
Well, yeah,
away as I can be.
Before we
without
start the rest, we're
hitting
going to
myself.
investigate these 2 boxes,
Right,
so I'll
right.
reveal mine as well. So yeah, when Phil Dennis is done casting Detect Magic, we'll see where we are from there.
All right. Blisk seems eager to open up the small black box that he has found, but as you insist on him not opening it up immediately, then he will just kind of sit there and like, okay, but I get to pick what's in it first. Reasonable. I found it.
Oh.
And is Phil Dennis to take magic up?
I mean, he can cast it. He can take his time.
Did we lose Leah?
No, I'm
He said
here
that
still.
already.
Oh.
No. Yeah, he said he was casting it ritually.
I thought like Balin was gonna respond to whatever fucking Bliss said.
We're all waiting for somebody else to talk,
No, it's fine. Go.
which is
Urgency.
very rare.
All right. And I was already casting it. That was like role playing between. All right. Well, casting it.
Yeah, I'll bust out the other one as well, so we can look at both.
It is a grueling 10 minutes where occasionally Bliss does kind of shuffle around after pulling the box out, but he seems more intent to just stare at it than anything. As the detect magic effects go off, you see the detect magics pick up. One, on the black box, there is an aura of evocation magic, and inside the small coffer is what appears to be. I actually have to double check this one because it doesn't just tell me what it is, because that would be too easy. An aura of. Oh, sorry, no, you don't see any magic on that. That is not actually a magical item.
But the box is.
So you do not see any magic inside the box.
Yeah.
So all you see is evocation on the black box.
The black box. Who's holding?
Blisk.
Oh. That box is showing evocation magic on there. Be careful with that one. What about the other box that Balin's holding?
Evil what?
Bad juju.
I'm not stupid. I just don't know what invocation means. I didn't go to wizard school.
Means,
One's booyah, two's booyah, all booyah.
Oh, that's right. That's
it
what you guys
means
use.
hurt. Evocation means badness.
I will examine my box to see if there's any mundane traps before I see if it's open.
You guys are really shit at describing things.
I was on mute. but
Make
yeah.
an investigation check.
Okay. Blisk, either your box goes boom when you open it, or something inside it goes boom when you want it to.
See?
So, if-
Explosion! He explained right.
And then he pushes the
Fuck.
box a little bit farther away.
I feel good about mine not having a trap.
You
on
do
it.
not see any traps on it. Nope,
I'm
not
gonna
in the
go ahead and
slightest. Not a damn one. All right. Make me a dexterity thieves tool check.
I thought you were gonna say dexterity saving throw.
Saving. I thought you said saving throw too. I was like, God damn it. Ah, 1
Okay.
in 20. Good.
It is a ridiculously complicated lock to pick, and for the beginning of it, you think this can't be a simple lock. There's no way that this is just a basic lock that's been put on this to keep things out. But you do manage to defeat it after a grueling a minute straight of just trying to pick your way through it. But as you lift the top of the box off, which by the way, the box being a golden, what appears to be made of gold and has a sleeping dragon with violent garnet eyes, that alone must be worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
But as you open it up, you see inside is what appears to be 200 platinum pieces and what looks like a very dark, smooth river rock that gleams very preciously in the light.
A dark smooth river rock and 200 platinum pieces.
Yes.
That's a
And
lot.
the box itself is worth about 1,000. Dark smooth river rock.
It's a lot of
And
magical ink.
as I show it to Phil Dennis, I'm like, anything about this rock?
Anything about
It
this
looks
rock.
like a gem of some kind, like some kind of polished igneous rock or something to that effect. Though, obviously, it's smooth from a river.
How would I determine like worth if it's mundane? Like, what's the?
Maybe the
A
dwarf
straight
can figure it
intelligence
out.
check. There is not really an appraisal check.
I'll try that.
You
I
could
guess.
try that.
Or Phil Dennis, any idea how much this is worth?
That much.
It's worth 11.
11.
It's whatever it is. It's in really good condition. I mean, it's obviously not a gem, but even this, with its size, it's not too heavy. Maybe 150 gold pieces, something like that.
It's really smooth. You could probably get a good penny for it.
Okay, I look at Blisk and say, "Dibs, I found it first. Unless, of course, we open up your box and see if there's something worth trading." I show him a giant, golden box filled with platinum and jewels. And I'll minor illusion some extra jewels in there just to make him
I'm
jealous.
actually curious. Nothing but it's like, why didn't he take that one first? That would have been the one. He's like, I'm taking this one. Fuck the other one. But he grabbed the one he grabbed. I'm not gonna undo that. He kind of bites his teeth. My box is gonna be better. And he looks out at the box. I'm thinking, I open it.
I don't know. Might go
So
boom
wait,
boom.
That's a good idea.
Look around. See if, I didn't see any glyphs on it at first, but see if it's magically trapped, and then we'll work on opening it.
What?
Phil Dennis,
Yeah.
is the rock magical?
No.
No, Lake already said it wasn't. No, to the
Sorry.
next box, I was like, can you hone in on this thing and determine if it's something in? Do you see any glyphs or anything that would make this dangerous? Can you dispel it? Attempt to
appear-
dispel it.
There doesn't appear to be anything else on the box other than just a flat dark wood box.
I mean, is it trapped? I'm not trapped. Is it locked looking? Is there a big padlock? in
This
front?
one does not appear to be locked as far as you can tell.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well,
Where'd
if we're
you?
gonna sleep soon, do you want to try dropping a dispel on it to see if? I mean, if it's a magic item, it won't be able to be dispelled. But if it's a trap, it can be dispelled.
I don't have that.
Wow.
I cast Dispel
Anyone?
magic.
Nope.
I cast Dispel magic.
Huzzah.
Level 3.
Okay. You dispel magic on the box, and the evocation aura disappears.
Hey, we defeated a trap.
And no one got hurt. Oh, spike trap. No.
All right, Blisk, carefully open it up.
Okay. He will take the box and he will start to peel the top of the box off. When he does so, there is a page on the top level of the box that appears to have runes written on it, but they are black and look scorched, like they were burned into the top of the box instead of actually being active. And he kind of looks at it for a second, nervous, but then flips the top of the box over, and nothing happens.
We defeated a trap. What's inside?
Inside the box, it's runic. It's not actually words. But inside the box itself, there appears to be paper, parchment.
Paper.
That's it.
Blank
Paper.
parchment?
Yeah, Bliss just kind of looks at it like,
Can I see the paper? I don't know. There's
What's
something
up?
weird about it.
what's it worth to you?
You can have 1/6 of what's in my box if you share what's in
There,
your box
done.
with everybody.
And he pushes the box.
That was quick.
Look, Of all the
Um,
goblins I've ever met, no one's ever understood me as well as him. All right, trust me, I know how to do this.
All right. He just pushes the box towards you, Phildennis. As you start to look through, pulling the parchments out, you notice something odd about them, and that is the writing in them appears to be in common, but it is transcribed from another language, one that obviously you can't speak. But everything just gives that reading like it's like reading the name Sergey in English when it's obviously meant to be written in Russian. The names in it, you see that they're also listed with plans. Inside this box appear to be the true names of minor devils and plans to use them in attacks on the Sword Coast, as well as historical documents that indicate that Tarlvar was searching for the true name of a pit fiend that goes by the name of Baska.
Oh.
That's
shoot.
important.
Yeah, I'll just relay that.
That could be potentially useful.
Can you paste those names?
There is not actually a list of names.
Okay. The
That is what is
Baska-
in the box. I do not have a list of names for
yeah,
you.
Sorry,
There is the
Baska
name.
was the one.
That was one he does not have a true name for. He was looking for the true name of a pit team. That's its name for itself was just Baska.
Personally, I feel like true name shouldn't be pronounceable anyway. So just say like the true name of X at someday would be fine because it's supposed to be like a almost like angelic Enochian language that true names are in.
Or
like-
spoken in a language that people speak, like Abyssal or Infernal.
Hello,
I just mean the
Steve.
concept of true names always drives me nuts. Like it's like because people are like, oh, like my true name is Dave. I'm like, no, like your true name's like your soul imprint, not like what your mother named you. But that's just a meta role play complaint by Keith. So I apologize.
Yeah.
That's fair, but again, you also live in a universe that literally has languages that are responded of those creatures' beings, like Infernal and Abyssal and Celestial languages that are literally
definitely.
to speak those languages to speak parts of their being.
To me, like out of character, the true name sounds like what Bastion screams at the end of Never-Ending Story before you were old enough to look up the script and see what he actually said. Like no one knows what the hell he said until we could Google the script. But yeah. Anyway,
That is what is inside
Like what you
the
say.
Darkwood box.
Bill Dennis, are those plans recent, or are they plans, or are they the failed attack plans? Can you tell?
Can I look at the paper and just see how old the paper is?
There are
guess.
no dates on the plans, but considering everything, the general impression you get is that these were plans that were previously used and never went to full fruition. Considering that they were with him and he is locked away here inside the Doom Vault.
Yeah.
everyone takes 66 PP each. There will be 4 left over, which I will put in the group loot table when I find it. And I'm gonna put the rock and stuff.
The Rock.
One smooth shimmering rock. They were garnet eyes, yeah. $1,000
So it's going in the party loot. What do you
Yeah,
guys use to carry your party loot again? Just for my knowledge and reference.
One person had it on their sheet with the total weight.
I think it was Blank Shaw.
I thought so too, but
It was a blink shaw.
He's looking for
So-
I couldn't
yeah.
remember, like, because everybody, like, my Sunday group was a bag of holding, my Monday group was a portable hole. I'm like, what the fuck do you guys use, if anything? I can't remember.
Oh, they
Yeah,
have
we
that
used-
we
shit?
use a
I took it
dwarf that
off.
carries our shit for us.
I think I took it off when we sold it all,
We have a
so I
portable
need to add
beard.
the weight back to it.
Yeah. And we found the Kellen fund, but I think, did we spend it right away or is it it's still on me? No, I have the Kellen fund.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I put it on my sheet. I think. Yeah, killing fund. Yeah, I have 20 pounds separated in its own place. 66 plus 9 is 75.
So here, I don't think that guy is. I don't think he's going to hold up his end of the bargain as soon as he doesn't need to. I think he's going to leave right away, but I think he intends absolutely to try and attack the Sword Coast again, especially if he can find this thing that he's looking for, Buzzka, whatever that he's looking for.
Well, the Sword Coast is the Wizards of Thay's target, right? He could have any target. It could be anywhere. Probably depending on where he goes after this. He said he would want to be anywhere other than Thay. So wouldn't he start by taking over that place first?
I think he'd go to Sword Coast just because he has.
That's what he was supposed to invade the first
plans.
time.
Because he has plans and he has thoughts on how to defeat them.
And
Would
he's
you want
punished
to-
for being here for failing to invade it the first time. So yeah, no, he's definitely a major threat.
But would he want to compete with the Wizards if the Wizards are still trying to take the Sword Coast, and he's also trying to take the Sword Coast, but he's not part of them?
I think he hopes
Probably.
we. Yeah, I think he hopes we cripple the rest of the people here, and he's a lich and can get out.
Okay.
He wouldn't have to compete with anything.
Okay. He did also say that he doesn't think we're going to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can cause a bunch of problems on the way.
If we cause enough problems that he can escape, he didn't care that we don't survive.
Yeah.
That's better for him.
All right. Well, I'm bushed. So why don't you guys grab some tents and I'll take the first watch. Me, Archie, and Phil Dennis will.
We had tents.
I sold my tent.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought we sold those things.
I have a bedroll.
Yeah, I have a bedroll. That's what I was referring to.
I get a blanket and a bedroll.
I have a blanket. and
I don't
a
want to use your blanket.
Yeah, your blanket's gotta be. It's gotta smell worse than you do at this point. So many dead bodies have been in it.
No, 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 no. We bury the blanket with the dead body, and I buy a new one each time, and I actually have.
Why don't I have a bedroll in my inventory?
I don't know either.
Because you didn't bring one.
Did I not? Oh, that's right. Because I plan on staying in inns because I am not a camper.
I have a gnome-sized
Rich people.
bedroll.
Yeah.
And a gnome-sized blanket you can
Problems.
use.
A gnome-sized bedroll. Arena sleeps sitting up anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she
you can just sit on it.
sleeps sitting up.
But then also fabricate you a feather bed.
I might be able to. Let me see.
So
No.
I'm gonna be last watch so that I can put on my plate armor for my watch.
Nope.
Meditate. She meditates
Okay.
sleep sitting up.
Alrighty. So give me a watch order.
It's gonna be Balin, Phil Dennis, and Archimedes. Archimedes will be on throughout the night because he doesn't have to sleep. But Balin, Phil Dennis, then was it Blisk Blinkshaw? Blisk Blinkshaw?
Linkshaw's last in the order because
Okay.
I want to put my armor
Balin,
on.
Phil Dennis, Blisk, Garlo. So the NPC shift. I guess.
Why don't we just go through it one at a time and you tell me who's on the watch when
Arena.
it happens? Because I'm
Okay.
gonna have to ask again when we get to that watch, anyways.
All right. First is Balin and Phil Dennis and Archimedes. Ready, set,
Alright.
watch.
Let's go through perception checks.
The hell is my owl sheet? Hold on.
0.
The thing that makes me laugh even better is like, Phildis, you couldn't beat Balin's perception check.
Yes, I could. Who said that? No.
So that's it for the first watch.
The first 2 hours of the watch go boring, uneventful. Nothing seems to happen. The time just ticks on, though it's impossible to tell what time of day it is, this deep into the Doom Vault itself. Unfortunately, you do not have your trusty goblin friend Gurgle with his magical watch of time to tell you what time it is. But at the very least, 2 hours pass by and nothing has tried to kill you in your sleep.
Cool. Team Greenskin, wake up and do your job.
Team Greenskin.
They look at each other, and both of them say in different voices,
My skin's not that green.
I was able to high five.
all right, on their watch, I'm going to roll 2d20s. Wow, Gurgle got a 1, Garlo got a 12, plus whatever his passive is, or
Oh,
perception is, which is not too big a deal. Yeah, nothing disturbs him over that first watch. Otherwise, those 2 hours shift along. Gurgle won't notice it. Garlo won't notice it either, and neither will Archie. All right, those two hours are done, and we get into the third watch.
I think that's me.
Yep, you and Archie.
Well, with Archie, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch.
He does have advantage. Oh, he doesn't need it. Never mind.
Another 2 hours ticking by, and everything maintains. Nothing seems to. Apparently, nothing is just patrolling down this hallway. As nothing has managed to find you just yet. As we go into the last watch.
Hang on. There was something I wanted to do.
Okay.
I want to look over at Archie. I assume I've been introduced.
I mean, he's
Formally, I
Balin's
don't think
pointed him
so.
out, but yeah, Balin's pointed him out, but I don't think that you've hung out, and he can't talk to you. So
Well, yeah. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Hey," and I'm gonna pull out a ration. Say, "Do you like these?" And offer it out to him.
He preens his feathers.
I guess not. I put it back in my bag.
Make an insight check.
Inside.
he's just as much of a douchebag as his owner.
Just looking at him, he is giving you the same. It's the same look that you would expect from Balin if Balin was not having any of anybody's shit.
I see. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, he actually he takes after Balin. He just has less patience. Those 2 hours go by, and we move on to
Yeah.
Blinkshaw, who's going to waste a natural 20 on a perception check. At the very least, nothing's coming, but you do manage to pick yourself up and wake up with plate mail, and putting it on without anything creeping along and bothering you at all.
Excellent.
Long rest.
Great.
Yahoo!
Feels good to
I
press
don't
a
do
lot
it to
of
be
buttons.
mean. I just do it because, well, Archie is Balin's friend, and he doesn't put up with nonsense.
I mean, to be fair, if Balin's offended you far more than that since they've met.
To be technically honest, he's all of the asshole and none of the charm.
Aw.
Yeah, that's a
He
good
could-
point.
I look around quickly and I say, "Hey, is there anything specific that
I
we
don't know
think
why I
we
rolled that.
need? Is there anything specific that we think we need that I should prepare spell-wise here?
Find gold.
Look
All
at
right,
it.
locate gold is prepped.
Yeah.
Let's just smiles to himself like he contributed.
I help.
Good. Very important spell.
It'll come in handy later when we need him to go somewhere. I'm not going in there. There's a dragon. I cast find gold. There's a ton in there.
Any
Sometimes I help you guys more than you know.
other? I have literally started thought to myself, okay, I need to make sure that I think of when we might want to locate gold. Any other requests?
I mean, is there a
Spell.
not falling trap spell? Because that would be pretty important.
That would be pretty important, but there's a find traps. Let me. I haven't even bothered with that because it's not a freaking.
Is Blinkshaw. Blisk, is her weapons magical?
I mean, my one's pretty fancy. Goblin
it's-
Slayer.
It's instantaneous within 120 feet. It's decent, but it's not something you can just keep up. You'd be burning a lot of second level spell slots with it.
And another thing to point out is it doesn't tell you where the traps are. Like if you were to cast it in this hallway, you would find out there's a trap in this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That's as
And
useful
has
as it
to be
is.
in line of sight, so there is no way I'm wasting level
Yeah.
2 spell slots on that.
Anything that you have that would, do you have anything that could enhance my wisdom so that I could have a passive perception high enough to actually help in this dungeon?
I miss those
No.
spells from 3rd edition, by the way.
Yeah.
The
I
old
miss traps
Fox's
'cause-
Cunning and so on and so forth that actually increased your stats. They didn't just give you advantage on checks.
Yeah. Oh, just gives you advantage. Damn it.
Yeah, and this edition
And
all it does is give you advantage on the checks that you're making.
That would not be good enough. We need something that gives you +1 whiz.
Trust me, it's been something I've considered bringing back just because I love how great those spells were.
Probably need those. Do we need banishment?
Could be useful.
Yeah, it could be useful.
What does that do to undead? Nothing.
I mean, it sends it to
The
whatever.
same thing
plane
it does
you
to
want
everything
to.
else.
But isn't this place warded against extraplanar travel? Would it just fail?
That's a good point.
Good point. Good point. Let me make sure that that spell is not one that's auto-prepped. And if it's not, then I'm switching it.
I'm just thinking what spells to pick too, because like that particular lich was immune to cold damage, or at least resistant. That's a lot of my stuff. Or just resistance against magic in general.
Everybody else just lose sight.
Nobody should have lost sight.
No, I'm good.
Nah.
I think it must be my roll 20. Let me
Balin's
Or you
pulling
might have just
tricks again.
scrolled. You might have scrolled.
No, I can still see the thingies on my token, like the little bubbles around my token. I'm gonna reload my page.
And you said it's not dark in here, right, Lake?
No, the area seems to be naturally illuminated by magical orbs. Everything here is bright light.
Okay. I'm just trying to say if I should take dark vision in case my goggles stop working, but
Which is great for a party that all has dark vision. I say sarcastically.
well, I mean, I don't. So I'm always like half worried. I'm like, we walk into another field, and I didn't ask if we were in darkness, I'd be fudged. So that's why I was double checking.
This is one of the rare opportunities at times where it's like, man, guys, I can see literally everything. We don't have any issues.
There's something I want to prep to see if I can, because I now have a good way to utilize it, but I'm not sure if now's the time. I'm going to stay with what I'm at because I feel like invisibility might be useful.
I was just about to ask, did you want invisibility?
I have it up right now, or I mean, I have it prepped.
Because I can take mine off and get something slightly different, I guess.
I mean, I have it prepped, and if you want to prep something else.
Marina's just humming to herself.
Yeah. I think about bringing back the old stuff. The old corner stuff. I'm just trying to remember if it's that one's concentration, so I can dispel that one. That one's not.
I'm just gonna keep Flaming Sphere instead. I keep trying to find a use for Cloak of Daggers, but I feel like Flaming Sphere is a little bit better because I can move it.
All right.
For only
I'm
slightly less
prepared.
damage. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're ready to go?
Interesting question, Lake. My Crusading Short Sword only recharges on the next dawn. So if I use Crusader's Mantle down here, we don't have natural sunlight, does it refresh?
It refreshes regardless, even if the plane you're on does not have a dawn.
Okay, so even though we
Whenever
don't
the
know when.
time that would be dawn would pass, it still recharges one way or the other.
Okay, I don't actually think I've used it yet, but that's good to know for later. Because I found out in hindsight that's not as good as a spell as I thought it was.
Does anybody have tongues?
I do.
I don't have Tums. I'm sorry.
Then I will not prep tongues. Cool.
All right. Let's go.
All right, I think we survived. Oh wait, Jesus, almost didn't hit the long rest button. Yes,
Hey, it's a 1 there.
hitting a crit fail. But a crit fail that I can use on others.
Are you sure you don't want that for yourself?
Like I actually do something roguish, and I'm like, it just doesn't feel right. I
Like
take a
you'll
1
really-
myself.
Like you'll really need to use it yourself.
Well, actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna stay back here. Actually. Well, is somebody gonna open the door or check the door?
I will listen at the door.
Perception.
It's in there somewhere.
On the inside of this door, you hear you hear two things. The first is what hears like soft chittering at a distance, and very, not heavy winds, but very light winds, like a soft breeze blowing through.
There's something windy and chittering inside. I wonder if it's one of those vulture monster things and a bunch of little horrible things around it. Blinkshaw, what did he say this door led to? The Maze of Undoing was the other way.
Yeah,
The
he didn't
Demon
say
Cells
anything
was
for
in the
this one.
previous thing. No?
No, the Maze of Undoing and the Demon Cells were past him. The way that Blisk was.
Okay. So this could be the Halls of Conditioning.
Linus would know, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah,
He knows
attuned
the
to it.
zones the key is tuned to. He doesn't know what the zone is specifically.
Oh, okay. All right.
Plus,
I mean, if
Blingshaw's
we've
the one
been to the-
carrying it.
We've
So
been
we
to the
also-
Fiendish Arena.
We also haven't, like, there was another place that we could have gone that had a key slot, but it was back in his domain, and I didn't want to open those boxes in his domain. Remember, in that room full of demons, there was a place that zapped me because we weren't attuned.
Right, but the phylactery chamber is not in the infernal prison, abyssal prison.
Mhm.
So, I think we should keep moving.
Okay.
All right. You gonna Blinkshaw through this door or what?
All right, on Blinkshaw. 1, 2.
Oh wait! Stop! Nobody Blinkshaw! Nobody Blinkshaw! Nobody Blinkshaw!
Oh my god.
step up and I check the door for traps.
I gotta ask, do you go through the door or do you wait, Blingshaw? Tell me
Nope.
yes, just so he wasted the crit.
I waited because I hadn't Blinkshawed or 3'd yet.
He finds no traps on the door.
1,
Okay, start from 2.
1.
Blinkshaw!
Ah, Blinkshawed!
You kick open the door and you make me a dexterity saving throw. As soon as you do, you realize there's a 10-foot drop beneath you.
I'm glad I jumped through the door.
So yeah, Bleachshot takes one step, lurches forward, and realizes, oh, there's no floor here, before he just falls away cartoon style out of sight.
Whee!
Fortunately, Blinkshaw, you don't hurt yourself as you fall. As you fall down and you crunch and splash through something, and as you kind of ruffle, you realize something's underneath your armor and body. It feels like sand until you look around and you realize there are thousands upon thousands of dead insects on this floor.
Ew.
and you are laying in them. They broke your fall, but they're also working their way into your plate mail. It's very scratchy, very itchy. This is
Wait,
not painful.
Dead or live?
Dead insects.
Okay.
Ugh.
Ugh, gross.
Now, are they actually dead? No.
Hey guys, it's delicious down here, and I eat a dead insect.
Arena is gonna like gag and try not
I
to
will
throw up.
cast spider climb on myself.
I ask for a rope.
The sunken floor of this huge hall is covered in dead insects, their dried shells shifting and whispering in a faint breeze. Dozens of demonic faces are carved in the white marble walls of the chamber, slight gusts whistling from each of their open mouths. Down the center of the chamber, toward the doors of the far end, a series of black stone platforms are set like oversized stepping stones.
I think we're supposed to jump between those. Can somebody lift me up?
I lower a rope and then I cast spider climb on myself.
And
Do I
I
see
climb
any
up that is.
what'd you say was on the walls?
Demonic faces.
Okay.
And the wind you hear in the room appears to be coming from their mouths.
Oh.
So once Blink shells up, I'm gonna go walk around on the side of the wall.
Okay.
I will take a step back from Link Shell.
And I don't hear what the breeze was.
The breeze is coming from the demonic mouths. All of them are blowing into the room.
Ah, okay.
The chittering appears to be the dead insect bodies that are moving around on the floor because the wind is blowing them around.
All right. Well, as far
Don't
as
just keep it all to yourself, Lingshaw.
I'll pull one out from under my armor and hand it over.
He starts to eat through it.
Raina has her hand over her mouth and is just like looking away.
Oh, that's so gross.
After a few seconds, Lix obviously just kind of looks a little kind of sad and says,
Cooking just ruins this for me.
Just watching the insects as I'm looking around. Can I see anything that's may or may not be moving beneath them?
make a perception check.
It's the trash monster from
Nothing about it seems to be moving underneath them. As far as you can tell, the only thing causing them to move is the wind from the demonic faces itself.
Phil Dennis, how long is that ice bridge wall thing of yours?
Why would I waste
Hold on,
that?
maybe able to do this. Hang on. Whoop,
You
hang
can
on.
do it more, and the stick does it for you.
I can only do it once, and Stick does it for me.
Oh, I thought it had more charges than that.
Yeah, most of the spells I cast are... It's just once, or it might break.
Okay.
And we all know what happened the one time he actually risked that.
No. Oh.
You have it at least two. You have at least 2.5 because it's 4 charges, and you have 10 every time you rest.
They're all high levels except for one, but...
You don't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just mean I don't think Leo read the thing.
Phil Dennis read the thing.
How hard does it look to jump to this thing?
It doesn't look like they seem very sturdy. You don't think it would be overly difficult to jump to it. I would say anybody with at least a strength score of 10 could easily jump back and forth between them with a little bit of a moving start.
I'd take a running start from right here because there's a trap right next to it.
Sure.
And jump to this one.
All right. You leap, poof, and as you land on it, it's solid. You stand up straight, you're fine. Make a con save as the mouths, their wind releases and swarms of live insects spray forth from them in your direction.
Found the insects. Oh, that's not a save. Add 3 to that. Oh, no, there's already a 3 added to it. 7.
All right. So as these insects swarm about you, you manage to shrug off their horrible onslaught as they attempt to bite you. But I also need you to make me a dexterity save.
You got it.
So as you knock the insects away, the wind picking up causes you to stumble, and you fall off. Hold on, I got to get my scatter out. 1, 2, 3, 4, down here. You get blown off and boom, fall back to the floor.
Ha. Ha.
Oh, you didn't know. that
Fortunately,
insects.
again, you fall on more dead insects, and it cushions your fall.
Can I crawl back to the rope, or am I not able to?
You
move
can
through
stand back up and move. Yeah,
Okay.
once you fall down here, it's just kind of inconvenient.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like so deep that you couldn't really walk through it. But
No.
all
Could
right,
we
I'm-
Demonic
It's like
mouths,
walking in really loud
live
snow.
insects.
Really
Make the land
horrifying
bridge.
loud snow.
Could we
Balin just kind of hang
uh,
on the wall like it's probably safer when the things attack us or the traps or something happen. No one has just a room of dead bugs and a puzzle.
Could you just take a
You
rope
saw
at
where-
the other end and then just hoist us up in there?
I am
What's
not walking in that stuff.
Hey, Balin, can you do me a favor?
Why not?
What?
Can you go cover up this demon mouth, either over here? Or...
They're
on this
all
side?
over the walls.
And the insects came out of all of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
it would
not
be
just the one there.
it would be an ordeal to cover them all up.
Gotcha.
But when nobody's standing on the platforms, they're just regular air.
Once he fell off, they stopped.
Okay.
In fact, they stopped before he fell off. He just got knocked off anyways.
Okay.
You guys
But
are
he's
all
not
gonna
a-
have to make those checks as you go across. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
You don't have to.
not me.
Yeah.
I can get myself across. I'm going to use the DOS loot to cast Fly on myself.
Okay. For my sake here, because you are not actually proficient in the DOS loot, I would like for you to make
I
a
am not.
straight performance check. Or you said you're not proficient in loots, right?
I am not. Nope.
So I would like for you to
Performance.
make me a performance check.
Okay.
With the 16. Yeah, you take it out for a moment. It's not actually performing. You're just kind of taking a moment to focus on the item instrument itself, and it seems to read you, and the magic casts out from it, and you may fly.
Okay. So I will step up here. May
Look-
I ask Linsha? Because he's standing in my way.
I mean, I'm not
not gonna-
moving down there, so
I mean, I'm not going to push past you.
I move over to the side and
Okay.
like let her pass.
Okay.
I'm not getting in. I will lay down on my belly.
You hear more crunching.
Oh.
Ew.
Do you,
There's
Okay.
do you want a an in-flight meal?
No thanks. I'm gonna kind of lift off the ground and start flying through the room.
There's a problem I can see. There is also Blisk and
I'm still here.
him.
Garlo!
Don't worry, Garlo. We're just gonna jump back
Oh.
and forth
I
and sometimes fall in.
was like, I remember Gurgle, and then I was like, maybe this is some Gargle, maybe?
When a horrible
As
thing
Laredo
happens to
flies
all of
across
you,
the
I'm gonna
room.
say I told you so.
And Balin is just standing there sideways on the wall. His cloak's still hanging down. Like, gravity's in the right direction, but he's not impeded by it.
Okay. Can I listen at this door?
Okay, sure. You can make a perception check.
Is it with disadvantage because of the wind?
No,
No.
but you don't hear anything.
Is it locked?
Does not appear to be locked. Testing it.
All right. Are we doing this?
Wait, do each of these?
Sure,
hold
go
on, let me
for it.
double check this.
They all have
What?
dynamic lighting on them.
Why do each of these stone platforms have dynamic lighting on them? What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't see past
Yeah,
them.
I
Yeah,
don't
there
know.
were columns this whole time.
I jumped
they
onto the
kinda
one and
are.
like couldn't see anything anymore.
No, like it literally describes them as a set of oversized stepping stones. They're not. Hold on, let me get rid of those. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes Roll20 doesn't do the smart thing. Doesn't actually do it the way they're supposed to. I literally like tried to highlight it 3 times and I just missed it by a pixel every time. Anyways,
Okay.
yes.
Wasn't sure if you were like scrolled to the side. Thanks.
Yes, this is what the room looks like. They're all low enough that you could easily jump across them. They're not all the way up to the ceiling.
If you guys want to play the sprint game, go for it. But I think something horrible is going to happen halfway across. Because that's how I'd make a room full of dead bugs that was designed to fuck with people.
Could
Probably.
you just wade across and then
I'm-
climb up at the end?
I'm waiting for Arena to open the door on the other side.
All right. I'm going to very cautiously open the door very quietly.
All right. It is a dead end.
Can I examine the wall behind it?
Sure. You step in, make a perception check.
Okay.
Feeling along the wall, checking the stone.
Nope.
Nothing here seems to give. Nothing here seems to be hidden away.
I feel like Balin should have done that.
I'm over here waiting for you assholes
I don't-
to survive, but
It's a
you want
dead
me-
end.
Let me check. Hold on.
Who has the Wand of Secrets, or is that still back in the thing?
Probably was the gurgle.
Okay.
Gurgle would have left that with you guys. He wouldn't have just kept that with him if he wasn't going with you.
Yeah.
So one of you's got it.
Balin's got it. Because he would be the one that's looking for them anyway.
He'd be the one hoarding our magical stuff anyway.
Does that require attunement?
Anybody can use the Wand of Secrets.
Okay, sure. I'll waive it.
You wave the Wand of Secrets, and I gotta double check the. What is it? I forget what these things do, even though you guys use them all the freaking time. Within. It does not detect anything. You wave it around, and it does not seem to detect anything. It spins like a top, and then it just rolls over in your hand and seems to play dead.
Nothing here
Either there's
at
something
all. It
halfway-
points at nothing.
So either there's something halfway in the room, or this is straight up just a dead end.
I mean, maybe
Probably
it's
less
a
than
nice
halfway.
room.
The wand's only 30 feet, so
Well, why don't you
The
You
lunchroom.
you can climb down the or climb around the wall? Why don't you climb around each wall and look for any secret doors on each wall?
I'm gonna fly back to the beginning.
Whoosh.
all right. Starting here, because that's outside of my 30 feet. Right. Actually, no. Starting there, I will start going down the wall looking for secrets.
So the Wand of Secrets only has 3 charges.
No, I know. I'm using my human eyes now.
I mean, you
I'm
can
investigating. I'm looking for
make a
for
perception
panels
check
or.
to search the room.
That's what I mean. That's pretty much what I'm doing. But I'm going down from the walls. What I was trying to say.
Okay.
Good old Balin.
You do not find anything.
There's nothing in here. It's a red herring, or there's something evil way down beneath all these bugs.
So maybe we need to make it to one of the columns to have it appear. Because we've just checked the walls. Excuse me, Miss Raina. And I will jump to the first one.
All right, make a con save. All right, you again shrug off the assailing swarm of insects, but then I need you to make a dex save as the wind catches you, and you get knocked off yet again.
Balin's like, hold on. And he runs to sure.
This time you fall and land in that. Luckily, you're not taking any damage from this. It's just like the world's worst theme park.
I mean, free food at the end of every fall.
Let Garlo do it. I feel like he'd be better at this than you.
I'm not able to climb that, am I?
These are 10 foot up, and they are solid, smooth stone across them. You wouldn't be able to climb them unaided.
Okay. Climb back.
Yeah, it's like trying to climb the pit traps. You need somebody to help hoist you up.
All right, folks. Third time's a charm.
Same stuff, con and dex. With that, you both manage to keep your balance on the stone and avoid the horrible insect-like blowing that seems to rip through you as it happens.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, now I have to do it again.
Yeah, mathematically
Oh.
speaking, you doing this the requisite number of times is pretty much impossible.
Jumping to that one, nothing
Told
seems
ya.
to happen.
Oh, thank goodness. I'll jump to the next one.
Nothing seems to happen.
And the next one.
Con save.
You got it.
You
Oh.
manage to shrug off the insects, but much as it happened before, the wind catches up and blows you down, and you fall down to the floor
Grab a snack on my way back.
as you wade through the insects. Luckily, the insects themselves are, they're even on you, they're barely knee deep.
So,
Make the barbarian do it. This is his thing.
Mr. Barbarian, I'll let you try it. I'm just gonna use my token as him, so it's easy.
I still have to get his sheet out one way or the other. Okay.
Well, he has advantage on con and strength saves,
He
and
does
has
not have advantage on
no,
con
but
saves. We established this last week.
Proficiency, but I'm saying he has
right.
advantage on dex saves from threats he can see, so hopefully he can roll these better.
He will be fine on the first one. He has advantage, so he does not get blown away by the wind. As he jumps from 1 to 1, getting to this one, con dex. 15 is the magic number, as he should not be rolling at advantage. As he manages to land on this one and shrug off the wind and such. So far, he's making good progress. I'm not even going to bother rolling the con saves. He can't fail them. It's a DC 10. I'm just going to roll the dex saves on these. When he gets to this one, he again manages to avoid falling off.
Nice. Next one.
All right. Nothing triggers on that one.
Hey, Carlo, you see anything? Anything that looks like it might be a way out? That's not Balin?
No!
Okay, keep going.
Give me 1 second to get a sheet back up. I love you guys said natural. Apparently, this room is just like, fuck this room. On this one, he does have advantage. He continues to stand strong.
This one's going to be a thing as well.
Can someone mark the ones that? Here,
It's everything. It's everything in this line.
Okay, just so these.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's good to go here.
He is good there. He continues to not fall off. Jesus.
I'm telling you, your sheet was designed for this fucking.
Carlo,
room.
you see anything yet?
He looks around. No!
Keep going. Oops.
Oh!
There's nothing here!
All right, jump really hard on the last one so that it sets it off.
Looks around. This was pointless!
Now, give Balin a wave.
He looks at Balin and does not wave.
Do you want some free dinner?
I don't know if he would eat bugs or not, so I can't play that for him.
This room sucks. I want to go home.
Yeah,
Alright.
can we just not be here anymore?
I can check this wall again. That's the best thing I can do.
I mean, you already used the wand on that one, so we know there's definitely nothing there. I'm going to assume Garlo's frustrated and just hops down and walks back.
I'm just gonna say he jumps back across because he shrugged it off with no problem, so he doesn't
Okay.
care. I'm not gonna make him roll for it just because it's fine. Because even if he does fall, he's literally just gonna walk back anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, you searched that wall, Balin?
I rolled again, but assuming I found nothing, I'm just going back to start.
seems like a very strangely useless room.
All right, grab your rope, Balin.
Yeah, I gather up my rope on the way out. That's going to be relevant again later. I don't know how, but we're going to hate it.
We forgot. We missed something. Oh. I'm going to jump back down one more time.
Okay.
And I'm going to search, kind of like walk down, like.
When you step to here, make a deck save.
All right.
You fall in a pit trap.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the bottom of this pit trap is a whole bunch of insects, so it does mitigate the damage you take falling into the spiked pit trap. So instead of 8 points of falling damage, you only take 4, and 18 points of piercing damage, you only take 9.
Jeebus.
That's better. I took 18 both times. Those are good rolls.
6 and 12. D12s do not fuck around. But you
Found
are now
another
down at
pit
the bottom
trap.
of this pit and need to be helped up.
Garlo, can you bring a rope over and help my ass out of this?
Can I throw him a rope from here?
That would not really be very efficient. Bagarla will just hop down and wade over and just basically lean down and stretch a massive forearm for you to pull you up.
Thank you. All right. Screw
Does
this.
anyone have
Let's get
anything
the
to
hell outta
blow
here.
these insects away?
I was just gonna say we could probably just set them on fire and walk away at this point. I mean, the dead insects, they should burn relatively well.
Blinshaw, what was your idea?
I was gonna see if there was anything down here, like hidden under the insects.
Okay.
There was a pit trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we saw you fall, Blinkshaw. What do you think was gonna happen?
I still think there might be something under here, like a chest of gold. But I don't know.
Which reminds me,
And he looks over at Balin.
why didn't you tell him about that one? Or did you not see it?
Oh,
Because when they find stuff that we didn't see, we have to make them share it with us.
Wait, tell them about what one, Blisk?
The trap. Baylor's been telling everybody what the traps are when they fall in them. He didn't mention this one.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to go in the bugs. Gotta punish stupidity. I thought you meant the other box.
Let's burn it up.
I'll tell you now, chitin is not actually flammable.
Not
Like dead
burn it up.
insects do not actually burn. Like the shells don't.
Really?
No.
they don't.
I mean, I was
Okay.
basing that literally on the Mummy and the Mummy 2, so I'm not surprised. Brendan Fraser lied to me again.
Oh, those are such good movies.
Damn.
Brendan
damn you, The
Fraser,
Rock.
like he disappeared for a while, and then he showed up on the most random show ever. And I keep meaning to watch it, but I never catch it. Anyways, sorry.
No worries, which show?
He's on Doom Patrol.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see any areas in the bugs where it's not as smooth as the rest of it, where it might be like a dip in the bugs?
Make
Like
a
if you've
perception
got if you got like
There are waves to the bugs, but even to your eyes, it just looks like that's what the wind's been blowing them around.
okay.
It
have
doesn't
to
look
go
like
another
anything
room.
is set
This room
lower.
is-
Though the floor here is now lower since the trap
Yeah.
opened up and more of the bugs just plummeted in.
Right, I was looking for more stuff like that, but I guess
This
not.
room is literally designed for idiotic adventurers like us to waste an entire night in. Let's go somewhere else.
And let's take our 15-minute break.
Okay.
Sounds good.
My break's at
It's like 18 minutes to 8, so might as well take it now. We'll finish up the session.
I'm going to draw a red herring on the door of this room before we leave. All right, I'll be right back.
Was it a false lead? Was you all just a failure? Who knows? We'll see next time.
I mean,
was laughing as I came back, and I thought it was funny. I haven't either. Honestly, I got kind of bored watching it, or something. Yeah, like, the last thing I remember was... it was early. Yeah. Yeah. Oops, doing the wrong thing. Well then.
We now have a safe place to rest. I say we move on and find something better to look at.
Okay. Sounds good.
I forgot I could move.
I make sure Balin gets his rope.
Yep, I grabbed it before we took a break. So I don't remember how did we get here for walking through this light? Like, doesn't this light take us back to the Lich's
This is the
turf?
gate right here. Like, this is the room over here that. Oh, sorry, my thing's hidden. This room over here is where the demons were, and this room over here is where the fire elemental is. Like, you're literally just off of that chamber.
But didn't we get like a sensation of shifting as we walk through this?
Yep. And as you walk to there, Balin, you get that same sensation like you're going somewhere else.
I mean, we've discerned it's somewhat magic, right? But I mean, obviously there's nothing on this direction, so we should go through and just try to go a direction we haven't gone already.
I know which way to go.
All right.
So, to save us the ease of moving around the map, I was just going to drag you guys, Archimedes too. I was just going to move you guys down here because this is the same room with all the demons in it, just sans the demons.
Perfect.
And
so I
over
take everybody
here
this
is the
way, and
gate that
then
knocked you back before.
bring
Okay.
us over here.
That's where we're going.
I figured that's where you were going, so I figured let's just make this easy on everyone.
Beautiful. I'm assuming we get through.
Yes, this time the gate does open up as you pass through it.
Ellen,
As everyone charges into it once Blinkshot just walks through, and everybody just knocked back on their ass.
Well, I just saw everyone like moving their tokens, and I couldn't even go through that dynamic lighting. So
I don't. All right, and I assume I need that.
No, you do not trigger any traps in this area.
All right. I am going to, because there's not really any room for people to get around me, I'll go ahead and give myself guidance and look around for traps. Perception.
Make a perception check.
18.
You do not see anything.
I didn't see any traps, guys.
1, 2, 3, Bleakshaw.
no, it's 1, 2, 3, Blinkshaw.
We listened first.
Then that's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Balin.
No, you already listened.
No, I looked for traps.
Oh, then I'll listen.
1, 2, 3, Balin.
Stop counting so loud. And we lost Archimedes, so you're gonna have just little owl tokens all over this map because he's too hard to track.
Haha.
Hello.
Really old.
Link, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Oh, are people talking to me?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you guys were waiting for me. I thought you were still deliberating.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
I'm
sorry.
still trying to eat too, so I'm
No,
trying
no
to
worries.
monopolize the time.
I made my listening
Please
check.
feel
That's
free.
all.
Listening on the other side of this room, let me double check here because there might be some stuff that I should point out. You hear what sounds like the unmistakable squealing and grunting of pigs. You know that?
Yeah. Pigs
Oh.
being.
There's bacon on the other
Pigs.
side of this door.
Bacon. I heard bacon.
Yeah, there's definitely a
Bacon?
shitload of pigs in there screaming.
Can we just walk in? Check for traps.
You already checked for traps.
No, pit traps.
Well, when the door opens, I can.
No, check for traps on the door. Is what I'm
Oh.
asking you.
Oh, you check
There's
for
a pit trap
traps
on
when
the
you're
door.
walking. I see
Yes.
All right. Yeah, good old. How many fucking crits? for
1, 2,
crit
blink
fails
shot,
am I
I'm in.
at?
1, 2, 3, Bleakshaw.
I want to point out that I food in my mouth, but the second you said one, I was going to shout Blinkshaw. You beat me to it with food in my mouth.
It looks like I could walk through, and I apologize.
Yeah,
if I
it's
was
because
supposed to.
this every single one of these is a different map, and none of them have set to restrict movement or
Okay.
And as
Then
you
I
enter
will
this
wait.
room, I'm just gonna have to wait on this. This is good, but I'm just gonna have to wait to get an opportunity to eat that. Okay. What once must have been a great hall is now a great swine pen. 3 rows of thick pillars support the ceiling. Each pillar is marked with a large X in red paint. Pigs, perhaps hundreds of them, are packed in here, shoulder to shoulder on the floor. 10 feet above them, skeletal undead stand on a crude bridge of wooden planks, dumping food into the pig pen.
At least they're
As
taking
you
care of
step
their
in, though,
pets.
their eyes turn to face you, and I need everyone to roll the initiative. Which I need
Hey,
to
you
clear off from the initiative tracker.
The pigs are in
We
here.
had
or
a
they're
deal,
all in the room.
Carl. We had a deal.
But you guys aren't in the abyssal prisons anymore. He doesn't
We
stay
know
here.
We don't know that.
You said the pigs are they in this area or are they
They
all
are in the
room?
pig pens.
Okay, that's the pigments. Okay.
For reference, this individual right here is actually floating 10 feet above the floor.
Okay.
through some means that is indistinguishable. Sorry, I need to actually grab their character sheets and actually roll finish for them.
Do you want us to control Garlo?
I'm just going to give that to.
Mr.
I'll give
Bay?
that to Balin.
Balin, yeah.
Okay.
Balin basically built the character, so that just seems like it makes more sense.
Not true. I just told. I gave him pointers, and but no, he made that character himself.
Insight
proud of him.
check.
Believe me, this character is way more balanced than his Lost Minds character, which I had nothing to do with building.
That's fine. If you build unbalanced characters, then I just make the encounters unbalanced. That's a true fact too. If you guys in campaigns where characters build very super efficient and like a little meta power gaming, I make the encounters a lot harder because
That's what you
obviously
should.
that's what they want. But for you guys, no, I don't do anything to the encounters. I just let the encounters roll as they roll.
Like I said, no. The only thing was he wanted to play a barbarian that couldn't die, so I suggested he read Zealot, and then he just got a huge boner for two-handed fighting. So
Can I, by the way, assume that everybody with that type of
Earmuffs.
token is floating above the ground?
No, he's the only one that's floating. I'll give him wings so you can see that he's on the
Okay.
ground.
So the southern one is not
Yeah,
floating.
he doesn't appear to be flying. He just appears to be standing on thin air 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And when we enter initiative, God damn it, Blisk is first. Blisk is going to charge into the room, gets to here, realizes, nope, and charges back through the doorway. Because he used up 2 movement to get in the room, he's going to dash, and that's his turn. And he will look across the room, look at Blankshaw, look across the room. Yeah. Come on! Villainous.
Oh, okay. Should probably duck their Balin as I unleash a ray of frost at the flying guy. Why not?
I still have to roll for Garlo. Sorry, I don't have to do that toggle thing. But yeah, go ahead. I assume he doesn't.
Who are you targeting?
The flying individual.
I was trying
Yeah,
to roll as him.
Yeah. Balin's head's in the way. I move back because I can see the back.
If
That's
you
it.
step to there, you get bounced 10 feet forward into the back of Balin, and you take 4 points of force damage as you step into the sigil.
Oh crap.
You don't have the key.
Yeah, well, I was hoping Garlo would be okay. That's why he was just like scrunched
I'm
there.
giving Garlo leeway because there's literally nowhere else for him to sit, and Blinkshaw couldn't have gone into the room. So I imagine he is just squeezed into one of those spaces with you all.
Chris, what were you doing with
End of my
toggling
turn.
nameplates?
Already. It's in his. So if in the top right, the cog. Oh, for you,
Right.
yeah, top right cog.
Oh, for me.
Far right hand side, there's an add character name to templates. It's not a checkbox. It's a drop down, about halfway down on the far right.
Okay. On?
Correct. So it's already on for Garlo, and you'll see his name is at the bottom of your roll.
There.
There you go.
His name is. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Should have given this to Chris.
It's done.
look-
You're good.
Look on the roll.
Okay. So you rolled a
can see the
22,
names.
so I'll just hit it again.
He already rolls an initiative. It's built into his character sheet.
I know he's not on the table.
Yeah, because you had your token selected. Your
Oh, okay.
token has changed to 22.
That's what I'm saying. So hold on. I'll click in it. He got a 22. So I'll just change that to 22. Mother.
19's good enough. It doesn't change.
No, and I
where it
had
goes.
less than that. I had a.
You're done. I got it.
13. Okay.
I'm just gonna move
sorry.
Garlo. All right, just do Garlo now since he was supposed to go before Bliss.
Okay. He will rush into the room 10, 20, 35, and he will draw 2 weapons, but other than that, there's not a whole lot he can do. So we'll leave it there.
Valenus, you had your turn. Blinkshaw.
All right. 5, 10. Do the ghouls up on
All right,
the
he'll
top?
take the dodge action. Good point.
Do the ghouls up on the top look like they have ranged weapons?
Let me double check their character sheets. Nope, they don't appear to have any weapons.
Perfect. I will go to there, and I will say, "Halt! We have free passage through here." And do they still look like they're going to attack me?
Yes.
I will Sacred Flame the one below me. The blue guy.
Okay. He does not succeed and will take 9 points of damage.
Done.
Balin.
Yeehaw! All right. Do we know what these things are?
They look like the same whites you've seen before, but they aren't carrying any weapons or wearing any armor.
The blue ones are?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just look more whites.
Okay. Look like an interesting token, so I was like, oh, okay. And alrighty. And is this raised up
Yes.
from where we are?
All these skeletons are also off the floor. They're on the bridges.
And do they have ranged weapons?
Yep.
Gross.
They each appear to have a quiver and a short bow.
Okay. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will create a flaming sphere here,
Oh, okay.
which is an action. And immediately then ram it into that skeleton here. Did I make a thing for this yet? I should have.
DC is
It should be 16.
16.
Ugh.
Jesus. Well, the skeleton is not going to succeed on that.
And he's gonna be hurting. I'm sorry, 15. 15. 8, 3. Yeah, proficiency's only 4 right now.
Come on, roll 20. Let me have access to my actual things. I'm sorry, I'm trying to grab a flaming spear icon, but my roll 20 is.
Yeah, if you want to throw one under my name like you did with Archimedes, I can just drag it over from the element that has it.
I can do that, but doing that now would be slower than just doing this.
Okay.
And I look at the wrong spell effects. God damn it. Doesn't take 30 seconds to load a set. Come on. Flaming ring. There we go. Flaming globe ringed. If you do, the whole reason I bought these is specifically for the spell Flaming Spear because of how often it was used. Fun fact.
It's a really cool spell. Like, I think it's like a really great utility spell. But yeah, it can be annoying.
The skeleton failed. It will take 2 points of fire damage. Okay. He just kind of hits him, and he just kind of looks concerned about it. He's still fine.
Yeah, I'll just duck back here, get some cover. That's about all I can do.
Alrighty then. You duck back on the pillar, and as you look up, you see there's a giant red X painted on the pillar right in front of your face. But I'm sure that's not a problem.
X marks the spot you hide.
Skeletons go. This one's going to poop and run away from the bridge that is quickly catching on fire. This one's going to run over here. This one's going to run next to his buddy. This is going to move over here, just so they can all really get within range. Oh, please look, guys over here. He'll move to here as well. This skeleton that's over on the floor will move to here and hide there. The range on their short bows will allow them to attack.
Do have ranged weapons.
They all
The
have short bows.
skeletons do, not the blue guys.
No, the
Oh,
blue guys
that's
don't
what I
have
was
anything.
asking.
The skeletons have ranged weapons.
Sorry, that's what I was asking about. My bad.
Alright. This one at the far south is going to take a long shot at you, Blinkshaw. I miss horribly, so I'm not going to worry about that. The others, they don't really have line of sight on you, Balin, because there's a giant pillar between all of them and you. So they're going to take shots at Blinkshaw as well. Actually, these two are going to take 2 shots at Garlo, even at disadvantage. It would have crit him, but it's only a 13, so both of those are misses. The others, 1, 2, 3, will take shots at Blinkshaw. But none of them hit your armor class. They all miss. From there, we come to the whites. The whites are going to... this white down here
kind of looks around the room, and he points a finger past you, Blinkshaw, at Balin. Balin, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as he begins to cast a spell.
Yes.
You shrug it off, no effect. This one is going to move to here. He really can't see anything either, so he's just going to dash up and get to a better position. Now, this guy over here, he knows a caster when he sees one. He is going to take a step in the solid air to here, and he is going to point a finger at you, Fildinus, as black globules appear around it, and it shoots forward at you.
Can I counter spell?
It's not a spell.
Oh, okay.
It is going to hit you.
Can I shield?
Sure. It's an 18.
I'm at 15, so it's +5. That's 20.
You did not tell me you cast mage armor.
Wait, what?
He linked
He
mage
put it-
armor at the.
Yeah.
Did he?
At the
Okay,
end
I'll
of the
trust that
rest,
then.
yeah.
On rest,
That's
yeah.
fine. All right,
Yeah.
he still hits you with the 23 regardless.
Oh, okay.
As the energy hits you, you take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Shit.
And that is... Oh, they all get 2 attacks. Dumb. Oh, he will attack you a second time. That one will hit the shield really terribly and disappointingly. And that is it for him. Garlo.
I go
Um,
before Garlo, don't I?
How the hell did Garlo get... Anyways, yeah, Arena.
Because
Okay.
we fought with the initiatives, my bad.
I'm gonna step here and cast a firebolt at the guy in the sky. I assume that misses.
It misses.
Okay. And I will also pull out my rapier because I can. No, I won't pull out my rapier because I have my DOS loot in my hand, so never mind. I'll just keep my DOS loot. And I'll step back. Can't do a whole lot.
All right. We come back to Garlo then.
Is the one up here the only one that's flying?
He is the only one that appears to be above the ground, yes, besides the skeletons.
Okay. And remind me the jump rules again. His intention is to run here, jump up, and grapple it. And rage on the way.
Your vertical jump height is equal to an amount equal to your strength ability modifier. He's 10 feet off the ground. It would be quite a jump for him to jump that high.
Okay, that would be a thing. All right. Let me see if we're out. Or was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8? He can at least get to this guy with his full movement, rage, and start wailing. I did not declare reckless, so he does not have it.
14 will hit.
It does? Okay. Then he will take that.
Who was looking bloody already.
Yeah, I was hoping these things weren't all that badass. He raged on his bonus, so I think that's all he can do.
It's on. You just have it turned way down. All right, that kills that one. Period.
Oh, sweet.
That is Garlo. Bliss turns, comes back around, and he realizes, well, he can't just hide in the doorway forever. So he is going to charge over here. And he is going to take cover behind this pillar and try and hide from the skeletons, even if the guy directly above him can still see him. And that will be his turn. Well, Dennis.
I'll move forward. And then, I can see a lot more now. I'm going to do the same. With the Ray of Frost as the same flying individual. Take that.
And you're targeting the guy that's... You gotta keep saying flying, but he's not flying. He's just standing there.
The floating above 10 feet ground guy.
Okay, that will hit him. And he takes 15 points of damage.
And I go right there. Hi. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Blinkshaw.
There's no steps over here, correct?
No.
Okay. 5. Oh, don't do it that way. 5, 10.
In fact, there doesn't appear to be any connecting force that leads from the ground up to the wooden bridges.
Interesting. I can see Mr. Floaty, but how close is he? Oh, yeah. No worries. He's gonna get a Sacred Flame as well. Ooh.
He takes that 4 damage,
Yeah. And
which
then-
bloodies him.
Oh. 10, 15. Back here, because I want to see how much this starts burning.
Caleb,
Good question. How much is this thing burning?
it is spreading at 5 feet around. It has been 1 round, so it is now on fire.
All right. Hey guys, we caused 1 fire. Just because this, so the Skelly seems kind of trapped. Fire's gonna go here. Actually, wait. I have to remember I'm a rogue now, not my warlock, so I have to be careful with that. And concentration is up. Yeah, back to my original thing. That'll go here and roll into him on my bonus. Dave Bout, Chicka. I'll put my DC in there.
He is going to fail that and take that 9, which immediately bloodies the skeleton. He looks like he can't take another one of those.
Does my flaming sphere count as an ally for the burst of sneak attack?
No.
Okay. Then Archie's gonna fly over and be distracting. Yeah, that skeleton will probably kill it if he does that. Screw that.
They can't hit
That
anything else. You'd be surprised how much vengeance is in their hearts.
That's what I'm. That's kind of why I stopped. I'm like, I don't want to get him. And I'm just going to take the dodge action because I can't do much more.
Okay.
Archie will at least fly into the room and take cover behind me.
All right. Skeletons again. He can't really go anywhere from there, so he is just going to sit there as the fire unfortunately traps him on that ledge. But fear is not in his heart. This guy is going to shoot at Garlo, because Garlo is the only one he can really see from that angle. He misses Garlo. These two are going to shoot at... this one is going to shoot at Blinkshaw, because Blinkshaw seems like a really tough troublemaker. He misses as well. The other one's going to shoot at Balin at disadvantage, because he's using fire. A 16's not going to hit, I don't think.
Nope.
This guy shoots a Garlo, misses as well. And this guy shoots a Garlo, because he's the one he can see. But none of them can manage to hit anything. The skeleton continues to run forward. He's just going to run out into the open, and he'll shoot at Garlo, because that's what everybody else seems to be doing. But none of them can land a hit. That ends the skeleton's turns. They only get 1 attack each, right? Yes. And we come back to the whites. The one up top, who is not looking so good. I need to double check something right quick. You see, he seems to try to balance himself a little bit, but then he just starts to slide around the room without moving his legs, but not as if he's flying. As he gets to there, he is going to pull out 2 more of those black little ovules, and he is going to fire them off. He's going to fire 1 at Garlo, 1 at Blinkshaw. The one at Garlo hits him square in the shoulder for 8 points of necrotic damage. The one at Blinkshaw sails over his head and slams into the wall. This skeleton runs up to here, or sorry, this white runs up to here, and he is going to attempt to cast a spell on Garlo. I need Garlo to make a wisdom save. You guys are just rolling amazing. It has no effect. And that is her turn. Arena.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30.
He did not take Sentinel, right, Lake?
I shrugged my shoulders.
No, he did not take.
It's on
Sentinel.
his sheet, but I want to make sure I don't have access to it. That's why.
Okay.
He might just be planning to take it soon.
We talked about it the last time, and he said he did not take it for a different feat.
I was pretty
Yeah.
sure he didn't. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I just
I
saw it
took
when
it.
I do stuff. Okay. Cool.
No.
Sorry.
I want to cast Firebolt on this dude. The white on the
Okay.
right. Firebolt.
That is. For 4. Swing high, swing low.
And I believe that's my turn because I don't have a whole lot else.
All right. Come back to Garlo.
Garlo roars with savage intensity, running up to the nearest enemy he can get close to, which appears to be this guy. Stay there, I guess, and just start swinging like a maniac. So those are his. That's his multi attack.
He is still alive.
All right, he will go one more time on the offhand. Ho!
He's
and
not.
crits.
He lights fall one by one without accomplishing anything.
And he can still move after he does that. So it's 1, 2. I mean, I guess I'll just keep going towards the skeleton. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I can get all the way in there.
Okay. Blisk's turn comes around.
Oh, did the skeleton take damage when he started his turn and ended his turn next to that fire?
He did not.
Oh, so that one should be gone. Okay.
He succeeds on that saving throw. I don't know how much damage it would have been.
It did 9. Oh, I can roll it
He's
again.
dead one way or the other.
Okay.
Blisk literally can't reach anything but a skeleton. He hops over the side of the small fencing and just dives down into the pig pen amongst the pigs to hide some more. Because he can't get to anything and he just doesn't want to get shot in the face with energy.
Nope.
He crawls along the ground, hiding in the muck.
Hey,
He
Blisk.
is going to smell awful after this.
Oh,
Bill Dennis.
was this dude bloodied?
He is bloody, yes.
All right. I'm just gonna do another Ray of Frost and just hopefully hit some. It ends it. And then I'm gonna go
That does not hit.
right here. And
Okay.
that's it.
You run up to another pillar and you are about a foot down from a giant red X painted on it, but from there we move to Blinkshaw.
Hey, Blisk, look to see if you can find some treasure chests down there. That's the pigs are guarding. And I will Sacred Flame. Yes. I'm assuming because he's high in the air, I can see him.
Yeah, he is in the air. He is going to succeed on that dex save, though.
Cool.
Yeah, he actually rolled a 17. The only good roll I've had this entire fight.
I am glad you rolled it. I'm gonna move.
I'm not. I was just encountered the over already because this is going super poorly for them.
I'm gonna move right there.
Alrighty, Balin.
All right.
The fire expands.
And Blisk is under us, right? That's
Yeah, it's the bridge up above. In a round or two, it might start falling down on top of him, but for now, it's not actually on him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna get rid of this other skeleton with this guy. So, I actually won't. Fuck it, I will. It's easier. I'll ram him here on my bonus. Come on, button. Fuck you.
For 2.
Well, it's gonna sit there and hopefully burn him again next round. And I'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and take the dodge action yet again.
Okay. So you come back to the skeletons. The two skeletons next to Blinkshaw. The one next to the fire kind of looks at the fire, panicked, to the down at Blinkshaw over at the fire, and deciding that it would rather not burn to death, it jumps down, taking falling damage. As it lands on the floor, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage to. Actually, hold on. Dealing 8 points of bludgeoning damage to itself, because it falls and really harms itself before it picks itself back up, picks out a short sword, and tries its best to stab Blinkshaw, and crits him! Yes!
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That was all I hoped for that. I was like, just hit him so it wasn't pointless. 10 points of bludgeoning damage, Blinkshaw. As the skeleton manages to pierce straight through, as you're just confused as why the skeleton would jump down, stand up, and try and stab, but it pierces through, dealing 10 points of piercing damage, and it has a featureless face, but judging by the way it's trying to move its mouth, it almost looks like it's trying to smile. The one above you tries to shoot you in the back, but it just planks off against the back of your plate mail, does not do anything. This guy's going to move around to here, and he's going to take a shot at Balin so he can see him clearly at disadvantage. He doesn't crit you, but he still hits you.
Oh, I'll take it. I'm going to save the spell slot.
3 points of piercing.
Okay. I will.
Okay, that's the con save.
I'll eat it. Con save.
But yeah, you're fine. This skeleton will move over here and also shoot at Garlo. He misses. The skeleton in front of Garlo will pull out a short sword and try and stab him, and this is just as bad, looking just as panicked. The last white, he kind of looks around once more, realizing everybody is picking on him. He seems to surf through the air over to here, moving 5 feet higher up above the bridge, and he is going to target... He's going to try and target Garlo again, because Garlo seems like a threatening individual. And I need Garlo to make one more wisdom save.
Garlo will re-roll with his once per rage ability.
Okay.
That's a thing.
So yeah, he can re-roll
It's a thing for
one
him.
saving throw once per rage with his class.
Garlo is stricken with the hold person.
Okay. He's not gonna like that.
All right.
Yeah, they rolled really awkwardly in initiative. If they had gone before the skeletons, it would have been a lot more deadly, but now it's pointless.
I'm gonna go here. Can't see many people, so I'm gonna firebolt this one up here right in front of me. Hopefully I'll hit.
Nope.
And nope, that didn't hit. Yeah, I guess that's my turn. I really don't have a lot I can do in combat.
Wisdom save at the end of Garlo's turn.
Wisdom save, Garlo.
Alright, he will shake the paralysis at the end of his turn. Blisk continues to crawl along in the pig pen amongst the pigs, trying his damnedest to, not get caught on fire. He manages to get to... He can actually get 30 because he's dashing while crawling, but that's as far as he can get. Phil
like
Dennis.
a
I'm going to repeat my process of trying to recruit more flying individuals. Ray Frost.
You did not give me a target. Oh, you said flying. Okay.
Yeah, I said
that hits.
flying. Like, I've stumbled my words.
He's still alive.
I'll go back.
But he will make a con save.
No, right there.
He actually didn't need to make a con save, but it's fine. He got a natural 1. He bombed that super bad. Okay, Blinkshaw.
I'm going to kill the guy in front of me who freaking hit me.
He looks so happy until you smash his face in and he disappears into shatters of miscellaneous bones.
Oh.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's my turn.
Balin.
Balin will kind of turn back his head towards Arena and shout, Phil Dennis couldn't finish him off, but I will. Get ready to sing your song of ice and fire. And hurl a firebolt at the flying ghoul.
All right. That hits him square. He falls backwards and then just lays there in the middle of the air.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that it worked. I thought he was gonna miss, and it was gonna be awesome.
Right? It'd be great if you missed.
I'm not singing a song for that.
Should have hit
Phelan,
like Blinkshaw and then
He
throw
had
it
his
in.
he had his glasses on anyway, but he just acts like he's putting them back on, and then he'll move. First, the fire's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go to meow, and that's it.
The skeletons who hated that pun as much as I did are going to move in position and both trying to shoot Balin.
Yes.
Works for me.
The first one will miss, the second one will hit.
I will take it.
6 piercing.
I will take 3 of that with my uncanny dodge.
All right, con save still.
Oh yeah.
You're fine. This skeleton seems a little confident in its life still. It is not going to jump off the railing just to avoid this flaming spear, especially seeing what Blinkshaw did to the other skeleton. The whites are all dead, so we skip them. Or I still have 2 skeletons to move. What am I doing? Those 2 are just going to try and kill Carlo. Fail. Natural 1? Really? As if I'm not rolling poor enough. And a 3. They both miss horribly. Arena.
All right, I can move underneath this, I assume. 1, 2, 3, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. 4, 5, and then I'm gonna shoot this one up here with another firebolt.
Okay. That is a hit.
Awesome. Hey, not too bad.
That skeleton looks like it is 1 hit point left.
Okay, that's my turn.
As you knock off one of its arms, and it just kind of looks at its arm missing, and then over at you. It doesn't look sad. It just looks like it realizes what's about to happen to it.
I wave at it. Wave goodbye.
It moves its shoulder to wave back and realizes it still doesn't have that arm.
Yes. That's my
Alrighty.
turn, by the way.
That's my goal now. I'm just gonna make this episode this is the episode that gives you humor before the end. Garlo.
Okay. Garlo has reached the object of his hatred, which apparently right now is a skeleton, and he will smash.
For 9.
All of that will apply. 19.
Nope, he's not raging anymore.
He lost his
Why
rage
not?
and he was paralyzed.
He didn't attack that round.
He was
Mm.
attacked though.
No one hit him.
Didn't he
You
take
have
damage?
to take damage.
I thought he did. Okay.
No.
All right then.
So he will deal
then-
9.
Yeah.
And that skeleton is looking rough, but still alive.
Okay. He'll go again.
That is a dead skeleton.
Huffing and puffing, nowhere else to go. All dressed up and nowhere to go, but no rage left in him. He'll duck and cover right about here.
Okay.
And try to get some cover out of that spot.
Alrighty. Blisk continues to. Actually, seeing that most things are dead, he's going to hop up out of the pig pen and move over here and hide behind this pillar, trying not to get
Stuff all
shot.
over the floor, I assume.
Yeah, Blisk doesn't. Oh, I forgot. He does have that. He's going to pull out a hand crossbow and take a shot at the skeleton. I totally forgot I gave him that.
Hey.
And he shoots it in the back of the head, and the skeleton is going to stumble forward and looks around confused as Blisk hides back behind the corner. Yep. All right, that is Blisk's turn. Fildenus.
Alright. You get a Ray of Frost, and you get a Ray of Frost. I'm going for the one I pointed at.
Blinkshaw gets a rails. Everybody gets a rails.
The one-armed skeleton just falls backwards off as the Ray of Frost slams in his chest, and he falls to pieces on the floor behind.
Skelly up above, by the way, takes that fire damage. I gotta roll it. Because he didn't move.
He takes half.
Oh,
And what was the damage? Oh, the damage on the last turn was 2 damage, right?
2. Yeah, so he takes 1.
So he takes 1. Okay. I keep it consistent across the round just for ease of use.
No, it's a
That's
good
how you're
call,
supposed to do it.
I agree with it.
That's why you only roll once for Magic Missile, even though that makes very little sense. But it actually makes all the sense when you know the mechanics. Phil Dennis's turn is done. Blinkshaw!
Bell steps here and says, "Haha! It was me that hit you with the crossbow."
The skeleton looks around and doesn't see you because the floor is here.
Can I see him? I can't see him then.
Not from there.
1, 2,
You're looking up at the underside of the
3,
bridge that he's standing up 10 feet up. From there, sure.
4. All right, cool. I'll go right there.
And you say that, and he looks over, and he looks a little concerned because you're not carrying a crossbow before your sacred flame. He succeeds, and he ducks to the floor, dodging the sacred flame.
Shouldn't have told him where I was. That's it.
Alrighty, Balin.
Feeling like his pun is doing more damage than his spells, he will turn to the north and say, "Sorry, Skinny, but you're fired." And I will bonus action ram and firebolt him at the same time.
He succeeds.
Doesn't matter.
Raina would
Like-
like to use her reaction to do
It
a
still
thing
might be enough
called-
to kill him and make me look awfully awful, and also kind of cool. 3 and a big firebolt.
Legendary
that kills
reaction to
him.
dodge.
And his motion, he'll take only half movement to moonwalk to here, like a badass. That's it.
All right. The last remaining skeleton that is looking super rough kind of contemplates the room. He's going to turn. He's going to run. And you see him jump off. And as he lands on the floor there, we're going to see how much damage he takes. He takes just enough to survive. That poor skeleton. As he falls, smashes to the floor, hurting himself even more and breaking off what appears to be part of his femur as he limps away, trying his damnedest to run over towards... Actually, sorry, he would have dropped off here. Oh, why would he do that? He would have gone around. That's stupid. He was trying to commit suicide. That's just for fun. He'll run over here and start trying to jump up and climb this, what appears to be a wall here that leads to a staircase above it. Alright, now.
Alright, I assume I can hit him from here, because I can see, yeah, underneath the things. So, firebolt on that guy. Wait, what's the distance? What's the range on firebolt?
120.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, firebolt on that guy.
That will finish him off.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I don't have to roll damage.
He had 1 hit point.
I will use my bonus action to facepalm at the pun Balin made.
And that he was trying to commit suicide. He takes double damage from bludgeoning. He fell, and rolled a 1 for 2, and survived with 1 hit point. A 1 in 6 chance to survive killing himself, and he failed to do it. Clearly, that skeleton could not accomplish anything.
Oh.
Alright,
That's
as
amazing.
the last of the skeleton falls, the bridges up top continue to slowly burn. The fire spreading across, and the pigs are going crazy with the battle and the fire burning above them.
Balin, can you put that out?
He's too
Yeah.
busy typing out puns. I mean, I can put out the sphere, and he'll dismiss the flame sphere. But as far as the fire goes, that's not my problem.
As the pigs are squealing and in death.
Are these regular
Oh,
standard?
oh my
farm
god.
pigs?
I'm sorry.
Are these regular standard farm pigs, or are they like demon pigs?
They appear to just be pigs.
Okay.
Oh no.
You don't have shape water.
That wasn't what I wanted to do.
You wanted to have a barbecue.
He's not attuned. I wanted to take out Hugh and chop that section of the...
Oh, you
Walk
should have
way
given it to
down.
Garlo.
I planned on it. We just haven't gotten there yet, where I would trust Garlo enough to give him Hugh.
Fair.
To chop down that portion of the walkway so that the fire doesn't continue to spread. That is my goal, so that we can at least keep part of this walkway.
You would have to get up there to do it because the walkway is 10 feet above your heads.
Oh, it's not like support
10 feet
structure
up.
below.
Yeah, the bridges are up top. They're 10 feet off the floor.
Okay, they're 10 feet off the floor, not because of like a support structure underneath.
They're supported by the pillars.
Yeah, that burned into hell. Yeah. I almost took create or destroy water and decided not to.
Anyways,
There are a lot of ways to go in this room.
is that individual still floating there?
Hmm.
We should
Appears to be floating in midair.
It just
probably
hasn't
check him
updated yet.
out.
I'm gonna come over here and try to lasso him with my rope and pull him away from the burning bridge.
Make a dexterity check.
Hey, Balin.
Yes.
I am not going to do that. I want to yell at Balin to do that.
No. I'm gonna throw the rope up. Miss was my guess, and say, "Hey, Balin, or can you come here and use the mage hand to put this around that guy's ankle so we can bring him over away from the fire?"
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just do something humane first.
Oh,
I'd like to investigate how the pigs got into this pen in the first place.
Well, it seems pretty obvious that it looks like they've just been tossed in here and kept in here.
Okay, so
It's-
there's no like.
It just seems like a pig pen. It seems like they've been keeping pigs here for perhaps they use them to feed the prisoners or just
Oh,
for some
that's what
other
I
reason.
figured. I just thought they were like a release where they go into the next room to be butchered or something. But if they're just throwing, doesn't seem like the most efficient way to do it. But
Make a
They are
nature
demons.
check.
not investigation.
Just make a nature check.
Okay.
Nope, nothing you can discern about it.
All right, they're hucking him into there. Okay, whatever. And then I will go to where Blinkshaw is calling, all the way around, and Mage Hand
I mean, can
ties
you
around
just
the guy's ankle and
you
reels him
just
in.
push him with a mage hand? Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Oh,
Let's
he's
do that. Reel him
he
in.
probably weighs more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, reel him in.
But pushing him might not be. But yeah, I'm gonna reel him in because now he's at least part way tied.
Make a dexterity check to see if you can wrap him.
Just straight dex or deck? Okay.
It's just a
Or-
straight
or-
dex check. He's 10 feet off the ground. It's like trying to lasso somebody who's laying in the
No,
ground
with
in the air.
Yeah.
We're doing it with the mage hand.
Oh, you're using the mage hand.
Yeah, that's why I asked Balin.
Okay. Lifting the rope up, trying to tie it around him. It's kind of awkward because there appears to be something solid underneath him where he's floating, but there doesn't really anything there that you can see.
Interesting. I throw. Okay. Hey Balin, you got one of those ball bearings?
I got plenty.
Can I have one? And I think we should let the pigs out. Should we let the pigs out?
I was trying to do that, but there's not really a way they're getting in there.
It's just a pen, right? Like a cage. Like
Well, that's
It
what, so it's not a pen. It's just a hole because a pen has a way in and out, whereas this seems like a hole.
Honestly, it's only like it's like they're fenced into this area, and the fence itself is like barely even 3 feet high. Maybe they drop them in from above. It's hard to say.
I mean,
yeah, it's
can we
just a
pull
fence.
down a
It's not
fence if it's
hole.
only 3 feet?
You could try and tear it down, sure. I mean, it's sturdy enough to keep the pigs from getting out, but if you wanted to, you could tear it down.
And it's filled with pigs the whole way from the top to bottom.
It is filled with pigs the whole way, though it is actually separated at this middle point here. Everything below this pillar appears to be smaller pigs, perhaps females, and there are piglets in that region as well.
Well, my guessing is with the massive fire building above them, if Garla were to smash here, they'd all run the fuck out.
Well, it's separated here though, so we'd have
Yeah,
to smash.
so he'll
it
go
over
here. Yeah, he'll go and smash the fudge out of it.
All right. I'm not going to make him roll for a check to do that. As he does that, and the pigs as he tears that away, and he begins to do that, I need him to make a dexterity saving throw as the pigs basically trample over him.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And as they
I'm
begin
sure
to
he saw that
squeal,
coming.
it seems less panicked and more angry.
Uh-oh.
These pigs are clearly out for blood as they begin
Wicking
to
the pig
swarm
gods.
out into the room, targeting anything within range. As they swarm past Garlo and he manages to shrug and avoid them, I'm going to need Phil Dennis to make that check next.
Um,
Yes. Dex save.
can I start backing up and like running to the corner of the room because I don't want to be touched by pigs?
Well, Dennis, you somehow managed to avoid getting trampled by the pigs as well, as they just start sprinting to every corner of the room, seemingly intentionally targeting you all like they just have hatred in their hearts. These are not happy pigs.
Man, I should have taken calm emotions.
I have animal friendship through the DOS loot,
There we go.
but I think I can only cast it on one animal.
Yep.
Um,
And there are hundreds of pigs here.
okay.
Yeah, they're not going to stop us. They're just going to run off pissed off and attack anything in sight. So all we have to do is survive.
Okay.
Can Garlo come open this door to let the pigs out there?
He's like,
I...
sorry, go ahead,
All right.
Karate.
At the next round, I'm going to need Garlo and Fuldenus to make another round of dex saves, as they are slowly but surely spreading around.
He'll shrug and open the
we
door,
need
but
to
then he'll take out a
get
check.
him Go somewhere.
You can if you want. Garlo will continue to avoid getting knocked around by the pigs, because apparently this danger sense is going off. There's danger here.
You
Garlo
said they were
opening
clearly
up
angry
this
and
door.
charging.
As Garlo opens up this door, it's a dead end.
All right, well, 2 more squares for the pigs.
As the pigs spread around Arena, they are coming in your direction as well, looking for seemingly any way they can go.
I will cast animal friendship on the closest one.
All right,
Using the
there are
Vaseline.
dozens of them, so
Just pick one.
one will stop in its track as the rest charge you down. I need a dex save.
Oh no, this is bad. It's not actually bad, but Raina thinks it's bad.
You squeeze up against the wall as they basically hump and bump around you. They seem to charge off towards the mist in the wall. The few brave ones that are dumb enough to hit the wall, and you can hear sizzling as they get knocked back 10 feet into their allies and fall dead.
Oh.
Stupid pigs.
Smell like bacon.
It does not smell like bacon.
No.
Yet.
Force damage is not cooking. At this point, all of this is on fire, though.
I feel like we
All
should get out of
is
this
on
room.
fire.
Oh man.
Smoke is really starting to fill the room up.
Hey, Kim,
We should get out of here.
why?
I gesture around the room.
I try to throw a ball bearing at this guy to see where the thing that he's floating on is.
It is not difficult to discern because it seems like there's a 10-foot radius underneath him. Sorry, not 10-foot radius. It is a 5 feet in diameter. Sorry, it's basically the entire his entire square appears to be this some form of invisible platform.
Phil Dennis, Balin, you guys know what the hell that is?
I'll say, now that I'm up here, can I reach him? I know I'm only 3 feet tall.
You can reach him. Yeah, you can reach him.
Oh. I can start tugging him towards me.
All right, you start to pull him. As he gets closer to the edge, one of his legs just kind of noticeably droops down from underneath,
There
like
we
it
go.
slides off the platform.
Can I get that rope that you guys had thrown, or did you guys
Just
receive that?
shove him over to us.
Just shove him over, yeah. I want that platform.
All right.
See if you can get the platform after you shove him over.
Push.
All right,
Garlo
he
will,
falls
move
harmlessly
up
off to the
this
floor with a crunch.
Oh, harmlessly.
He crunches. He opens this door to another dead end. And I need Garlo and Arena to make another deck save.
Oh great.
As they're still inside the area of effect of the pigs.
The area of effect of the pigs.
But you guys are
That is-
managing to avoid it without any issue.
That is the name of this episode.
Area effect of the pigs.
Oh my god. I will open this door.
It too is a dead end.
Balin will call
This
out
is
there's
so
another
weird.
white gate to the north. And these stairs lead up or down?
So there is a 10-foot wall there that is connected to the top of the bridge, but from what you saw on the other side, there were stairs that led upwards. Seems like the only real way to reach up there. Oh, I knew I had a reason for this going all the way over, because it's Burnett Bridge too, is to climb across the bridges, which at this
Yep.
point are still spreading.
Bill Dennis, try to grab the invisible platform and let's get the F out of
What?
here while this burns out.
I grip the invisible platform and try shifting it.
Make an intelligence check.
All right, I'm good at those. Should be.
As you touch the platform, you get some kind of innate feeling in the back of your head, like the space it encapsulates, and you realize just by thinking where you want it to go, it'll move there.
Oh. Woohoo! Woohoo! I hop on it.
All right, you climb up on top of it, and now Phil Dennis is floating on top of the platform.
Ah.
Yay!
I think where I
And
wanted to
I-
go.
I search this guy and say, Balin, come help me search this guy.
Balin, help search this guy. But we should
Is
probably
there
get running soon. That whole thing's gonna burn down in a minute.
Yep,
Is
I'm
this
thinking he
also
might have a card.
Perception.
You don't need to make a check. Your beliefs are proven true when you search through his pockets and you find that he does in fact have a key on his person.
Perfect. I grab it. Is that the only thing he had?
Yes.
I grab it and let's get the heck out of here, back in the way we came.
Back in the way we came. There's a
Okay.
pile of dead pigs there. There's another gate to the northwest
There's a
east.
10-foot wall there, isn't there?
No, that's the stairs. Oh, there might be one
It
there
looks
too.
like there's one there, yeah. Does anybody know how to get through a wall? I glance over at Garlo.
I mean, it's.
I mean, there
Or-
is a wall there, but like I said, it's 10 foot up, and then there's stairs behind it. It's not like it's not a door; it's a wall. It's just the stairs are raised 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Can he jump and pull himself up that?
Garlo, perhaps. The rest of you would have some trouble.
Yeah.
I have
Well, let's-
levitate that I can cast. What's
So
the
here's-
Not
cast?
me. I'll be fine.
I start running. Yeah.
Make a deck save as you run into the pigs.
You got it.
Where we going?
Oh, I was really hoping Blake shall be the one to take the pig damage.
I kind of was too.
At this point, the entire pig pen seems to have opened up. Some of the pigs are still staying inside the pen just out of sheer stubbornness. Especially the young sows. They seem to be spreading along. Others are cowering in other places. There's a lot of them, and they seem to be acting mostly just as pigs would expect. I would like,
North.
because Blinkshaw, your angle, I would like for you to make me a perception check.
Got it.
You do not notice anything.
Garlo is sprinting towards that north wall where she is to see if he can make a jump.
He is squeezing through pig after pig after pig, but he can manage to make it over there if he wants to make his athletics check. All right, yeah, he can jump straight up and pull himself up to the next level.
And then he can lower a rope to the rest of us non-athletic people.
This platform is a 5-foot square or 10-foot?
5 foot diameter.
Oh, okay. So I can hold 2 people on it then.
No.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah,
hold
I
it
think
back
we're
up.
All two small
Squeeze
people.
on it.
Oh, I'm a noob.
Grab
It'd be like
grab-
people squeezing into an elevator.
I can grab Blisk.
Yeah, grab Bliss. You guys
He's
are
tiny
little.
enough. Blisk, hop on.
Balin's a
Listen to you. How are you doing this?
Just get right next to me.
Okay. Bliss will step next to you.
He's on.
Make another intelligence check.
He's been
Oh.
Every time you move it, I need an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
he has been in the pig pen, by the way, so
Yeah.
you're getting all that over you.
Silver
Which,
Surfer over
now
here.
that you realize it and you get this close to him, Wilderness, he doesn't smell.
You don't smell?
He is covered in what looks like pig shit, but he doesn't smell bad.
What? Is it
What?
real? You're covered in shit! You don't
Yeah.
smell bad.
He takes some and throws it in your robes. So are you!
Oh,
It splats against you.
What the fuck?
Does Phil Dennis smell?
No. Now that you realize that this entire room is a giant pig pen, it doesn't smell in here.
I wonder if
Surprised
there's an
I figured that out.
enchantment. Let's figure that out after we leave.
The fire spreads as you contemplate why it doesn't smell in here.
Come on, Blink
Look,
Show. Move
lighting
those
a
little
match
legs.
in the bathroom.
Dash, boy, dash.
Is the fire really hot underneath?
Yes.
Okay.
And smoke is filling the room.
Okay.
Alright,
Help me up, Garlo.
How
He will lift you up.
how far does this thing move?
It has a whopping movement of 50 feet.
Oh, I'll move it 50 feet. With intelligence check, I assume.
That was a really, really bad.
I know.
50 feet.
I was eating ice cream.
You at 50 feet, I would need you and Gurgle to, or not Gurgle, Blisk to make a dex save as you move through the fire. He gets a natural 20.
Oh, I wasn't going through the fire, I was going around the whole thing.
Oh, so you're going to
that's
go
fine.
all the way around, like over here?
No, let's go through the fire. Fuck it.
Jesus!
Dex.
Just go around.
No!
Okay.
Fire!
Oh.
You
gosh.
get burned for 2 points of fire damage as you pass around the fire.
The big shit's coming off now.
I dispel.
No, it's not. Not looking hard.
I
I'm
dispel.
just dashing like a crazy person and getting helped up.
I dispel magic the pig shit.
Okay. When
You
you dispel
actually
magic the pig shit, the smell of shit washes into your nose, and I need everybody to make a con save.
Hey,
Oh,
you're
God.
right.
No.
Damn it, Blink Show.
Right?
I can't believe you wasted a 3rd level spell on that.
I'm so happy.
I deserve this pig shit.
Oh my god.
Bailey and
Arena.
Arena both buckle over, throwing up just from the very condensed smell of pig shit in this room.
God damn it, Blink Show.
I am running back. I'm running as close to the gate as I can without actually going in the gate.
This is why no one likes you.
No, it's
I'm not
not.
gonna roll for Blisk because Blisk can take this shit. I'm just gonna assume Garlo's far enough away that it's not a problem.
Get me the hell out of here. Come on. Go, go, go.
He will lift you up. There shouldn't be dynamic landing. You guys should be able to just move up there.
I know, I was just waiting for you to say it was okay.
Well, Dennis, you manage to move the platform over towards this side wall. As it approaches the side barrier, it physically bumps up against it, and you realize it can't go up or down. It can't leave this room.
What?
Oh.
The floating
okay.
disc.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Like the one that's
Leave it
floating
I'm
against-
itself.
sorry you guys didn't just get a carpet of flying in this room.
Oh.
Leave it against this wall. Maybe we can take
A
it through the
dinner
portal
plate
back
of
home.
flying.
They're playing flying.
I can show you pig shit.
I promise
Smelly,
it won't.
stinking, and everywhere.
I promise it won't smell until Blinkshaw dispels it.
Okay.
Anyway.
When
I wanna-
you just get pig shit.
Up
So
we go.
each of you can make your way up and into the area between this. Here there is another white gate with its mist warbling in the air, ominous and blocking your vision beyond.
I will come up here and present the newly gained thingy card and try to walk through.
All right, that will allow you access through the area, as it was in fact attuned to the sun.
And before I go any further,
1, 2, 3, Blank Show.
Valen, can you look for pit traps so I don't fall in them again?
I'd like to, but I'm too busy trying not to throw up again.
Yeah, Phil Dennis smells kind of bad, but Blisk is literally covered in it. He was crawling through it, hiding among the pigs, and he's carrying the smell with him.
I,
Clean the goblin while I look for shit traps. I will check this hallway for traps.
I'm gonna be holding my nose for the
Okay,
next.
Phil Dennis has
hour.
cleaned himself off with his prestidigitation.
Yeah, you keep going with everyone. Quickly.
It'll take too long. We
Doesn't matter.
So
It's worth the wait.
What's wrong?
Absolutely worth the wait.
I'll start cleaning him slowly. inch
Gee,
by
you
inch.
guys are overreacting. I smell things worse than this. You guys have never been deep in a goblin camp.
You see nothing, Galen.
Okay, we're good. Move on.
All right.
Which
Um,
way are we going?
First, Vildanus.
You step in a pit trap arena.
Yes,
Dex save.
it wasn't me.
Okay. Dex save.
Yep. That is. I gotta double check my notes because I always forget what the DC on these are.
I'm gonna bet you it's 20.
No, I think the DC for these are only 15.
Or to spot them as 20.
I apologize. You did not fall in the trap. 15 is what it takes to detect these with a check. So you
Oh.
actually see it and point it out, Balin.
Oh.
The passive and the
Or
active check
do
are
you?
different.
One right
Arena.
in front of you.
Yes,
Right,
you do not need to
okay.
make the. You are fine. So you, yeah, Balin can point it out and you can step around it.
What is your favorite color, Balin, and what is your favorite color, Arena?
Pink.
Okay, Balin.
Blue.
All right, we're gonna go with.
I didn't fall in it.
Red. No, blue. Ah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Bailey would definitely be the Sir Robin the Not So Brave of this group.
Probably.
All right, we're gonna go with violet for this one because it's pink and blue.
On who found it?
I didn't fall in it though.
You almost did.
Okay.
No, because we rewrote time. It's all me.
I appreciate you color coding them for my amusement.
You're welcome.
No deal. Violet, you're
Okay.
turning violet, Violet. Now go through a door.
Fildenus. We have 2 key cards now, like separate key cards.
We
Can you
do?
see if you can attune them? Yeah,
I
I
thought we
took it off
just-
that guy's body.
Oh,
So we have 2 key cards. Can you see if you can like attune them together so that 2 of us can carry one that does everything?
we can
That's
certainly
a good
try.
idea.
You can certainly make an Arcana check.
Pretty sure you can certainly try as copyrighted by now.
Yeah.
It is easy, Phil Dennis. You can take the new key card, and by pressing it up against the other key card in the fashion you are accustomed to, the charges will transfer over, and you all become aware that you have gained access to the place known as the. I need to double check this because I think the area changes over. An area referred to as the Vermin Halls.
Oh,
Ew.
I suppose we're gonna be running into more animals then.
Oh.
And- Do we know what general zone that we're in this time?
The general zone you are in is referred to as the Blood Pens.
Blood pens,
Yes,
like animal pens.
yes.
Okay,
You keep one, I keep one?
sounds good.
Alright, I'm just making notes here. So this came from the white.
I take that back. No, the area you were in is called the Swine Run. My apologies. I thought that was odd, but no, that is actually known as this area. This area is known as the Swine Run.
Okay, so similar to the abyssal prison.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The room you were just in was the key from that was the Swine Run. The entire area for this is the Blood Pens.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying
The
to.
Vermin Halls was the one I made a mistake on.
Really quick, can you walk me through which cards give us which attunements? So like the Serana's card.
Serana was literally
Arena.
just the Fiendish
Fiendish
Arena.
Okay.
But
So
you
then
since expanded that, and if you make another Phil Dennis check, Arcana Phil Dennis check, he's so good at it, it's just named after him.
Phil Dennis check.
Arcana check Phil Dennis.
Okay.
Both of the key cards can be attuned to everything, so you will have 2 key cards that are identical and are attuned to all the areas you have gained attunement to.
I'm just trying to figure out like which one, or yeah, I just want to figure out like where we got each one from. So like the Fiendish Arena was from Serana, then the Temple of Chaos. Is that what they
It's
called it?
Francesca, yes.
It was Francesco.
Actually, let me double check the name of that.
Francesca.
Just for
And then the Abyssal Gate and the Halls of Conditioning were Tarl.
those were from Tarlvar, yes.
And then Vermin Halls and Swine Run are white from the pens.
Swine Run, I think, was also Tarl Hall. Because we came.
No, Swine Run was that one. So one thing you've learned now is that in order to go through a gate, you need only the access codes or the glyphs signature for the room that you are in that allows you to
Okay.
pass into the next one. It's like having a door that has 2 different locks, but you only need to unlock one lock to get into the door.
Gotcha.
If that makes any sense. I realize our analogies in this campaign have been kind of confusing.
I'm completely lost. I'm just gonna walk through things and let Lake correct this with
Card.
death.
Okay, let me put it another way. It's like having a key card, and it's like, okay, so clearance 1 and clearance 2 can both get you through the door. You don't need both.
Okay.
So long as you have one of them, you can get through, and the rooms that you have been in, so long as it's connected to the gate, it allows you through.
Cool.
This is not as complicated as it sounds, I swear, guys. I get it. It makes sense to me.
I think I get it.
Yeah. When we get out of here, I'll read the module and figure it out. But I have no idea in character or out of character what's going on.
So, Arena,
Yes.
we had a character in the past
Mm-hmm.
in our party who kind of helped us out in this kind of situation. Left or right?
Don't do it. That guy was a dick.
No, he just died a lot, and I didn't want to be the one dying.
Oh, now I remember what we're talking
I will
about.
Take out a silver piece and say left heads, right tails, and I will flip it.
We're gonna go left. Watch. I already know it.
Make me an acrobatics check when you do this.
An acrobatics check?
Yes.
Going into it.
As you flip the coin, Blisk snatches it out of the air and says, "We're going left!" And he walks left.
I knew it.
Oh my god! All right, I go left.
Yeah, never flip anything heavier than a copper. He's gonna take it. That's just Cloaks 101. Archimedes is rolling his feathers out like, Jesus, did she really expect that not to happen?
Oh my god.
Who wants to listen at the door?
I'll let somebody else do that.
I'll give it a shot.
I really like that this module has had before the beginning of every section sounds, so it's really easy to describe what everything sounds like.
That's awesome.
Makes my job 1,000 times easier. But as you roll perception against this one, this room seems quiet. There is no active noise coming out of this one.
Balin shrugs. It's quiet, which means it's probably leading us to certain death.
Perfect.
But since I know you're going to say okay, I will investigate for traps.
1, 2, 3, Balin.
You don't see any traps.
1, 2, 3, blink shaw, and I don't jump through. I just kick the door open.
Okay.
You
It's
can
like,
just,
whoa.
use the
On
handle.
Blinkshaw, and then he just turns and kicks the door open, not counting. All right. As you kick this door open, we will read the description for the room. The room is
Oh.
2 enormous pillars on the far side of this chamber emit brilliant white light that holds the attention of dozens of giant vermin crawling on and around them. The vermin occasionally fight among themselves, but most of these creatures move sluggishly, as if the light has subdued them. As for the rest of the individuals in this room, they seem kind of startled at your sudden appearance, and they move to gather their weapons and attack. I need everyone to roll the initiative.
I close the door.
Yay. You close the door?
Yep.
Can you drop Garlo's token? Or actually, I can probably grab it somewhere, can't I? Yeah, I can.
I gotta roll initiative for all these boys.
Down tonight.
I'm still awake, I promise.
I need this
I
XP.
can't roll initiative. Why is that always a thing?
And Blisk needs to be dragged over. Blisk actually walked up to the front of the door, so I think he may be in front of you, Balin. Because he
I
did
was
walk up to the
listening,
door
I was listening
first.
and investigating the traps. So
Okay, I'll just say he moved back to where you moved then.
yeah. Otherwise, I'm all for Bliss being in front of me. That's probably a lot better right now.
Blisk, get the 14. I think I got everybody. I have not rolled for the NPCs yet. That is definitely not everybody. In descending order, we have Arena.
Oh, I can do a lot from back here. All right, warriors. I will yell, halt. We have permission to be here. And see if that works. I don't have any AoE spells.
Okay. One of the Thayans over here says,
By whose authority?
By Kazatsune.
Kill him.
Oh man.
Oh god damn it!
I should have.
That's not working anymore. We should just kill him first.
Is that my turn? I guess.
no, that's not your turn.
I don't really want to get into the front, so I guess I can shoot a firebolt, but I probably have a good chance of hitting Garlo or Balin, right? Or can
Yeah,
I shoot
I
one
mean,
from
you
there?
have a 1 in 20 chance.
Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna hold my action until I can get a better look at one of these guys, until I can have a clearer shot.
All right. This is where I break your heart. You lose
Uh-oh.
concentration on fly that you
I
forgot you
didn't-
had in the last room.
Oh, I thought it had been already 10 minutes, because it took us so long to get out of the
Fly's
red
an
herring room.
hour.
Oh, it's an hour?
Yeah, fly lasts an hour.
I thought it was 10 minutes.
Oh, you're right. It is 10 minutes. My mistake. I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, I
Still,
remember looking at
it
it.
hadn't been 10 minutes yet.
Okay, well,
Even with all the deliberation, it took that room like maybe a minute to burn down, and you all 2 minutes to get there. So,
okay.
all in all,
Alright.
it would have been close to getting out anyways. But yeah, you had it in the room, is what I was pointing out. Anyways,
Okay.
that's Arena's turn. We come to Blinkshaw's turn.
Blinkshaw will cast some Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, this is your moment, pal. This is the
At
room for your
level-
entire sheet.
4.
The Guardian of Spirits.
And or a 1 or 2 is what everybody can see.
I just want to point out how much damage you could do in that room to those pigs.
This is Blinkshaw's room. Let's let him have this. Everyone just stand back.
And I say, does anybody have ranged weapons that I can see?
The two Thayans that are wearing red masks do not appear to have any weapons that you can see. The Thayans who are standing in front of you appear to have what look like large quivers with javelins on their back.
Alright. Then I say, fuck it! And I run right in there.
Okie dokie.
And that's gonna be it.
Bliss draws his sword and says, "Yeah!" And he charges in. Did I just group a whole bunch of them together by mistake? Whoopsie! I right-clicked and I left-clicked and I clicked the wrong things. Okay, no, I didn't. Blisk is gonna swing. He is gonna miss twice. Oof.
These guys are stronger than I thought.
And it comes to their turn. They all need to make wisdom saves, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna roll them 2 at a time. Only the first guy succeeds. He will take 8. The rest will take 16. That does not seem to
No,
bloody
no,
them, however.
It is 19,
17.
by the way. Sorry. because it's
19.
a higher level cast in there.
Okay, we'll take 19. That does not seem to bloody any of them, though.
Okay.
Actually, no, they don't. Okay. Because they would have done that, but they don't have that. Right. At which point, this guy is going to move to here, and they are literally just going to swarm around Blinkshaw. The two on the right are actually, we're going to go through this. We're going to have 4 of them attack Blinkshaw first. They attack twice each, and they all have advantage.
And they are not undead, correct?
They are not undead. They
Okay,
are
so
humans.
it is a 22.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are attacking you. That's 10 attacks. A miss, a miss, a miss, a miss, a hit for 6 slashing, con check.
You got it.
A miss, a hit for 6 slashing, con check. A hit for
2
7 slashing, con check.
6, 12, 19.
19 total.
Yep, sorry, I just did the 6.
and then 2 crits
Okay.
for
42.
15 and 16 respectively. So 31, 38, 50 points of damage total.
All right, and 4 con checks, correct?
5 con checks.
1, 2,
Good, good, good,
4.
good.
Oh.
Good because
Wait,
it was
wait.
10 or higher.
Yep.
Okay, 10 or higher. I was gonna say I was trying to portent that if need be, but okay.
Well, you can't portent once you see the roll.
Once you see the roll,
Alright.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was after the fact, but okay.
The last one will attack Blisk twice with advantage and cuts into him for 11. And that is their turn. They're a little annoyed that the Spirit Guardians are up, but they have done a significant number of damage to you, Blinkshaw, so they're okay with that. Garlo.
Garlo is all about this, and he will clearly rage. 1, 2, 3. He's going to howl as he draws 2 weapons, and he did not like that they all had advantage on one guy and says, pick on someone your own size, and then we'll go reckless at, let's start with this one.
Blinkshaw presented a really compelling target. What can I say?
Dude, that was the goal.
Will a 17 hit?
Yes, a 17 will hit.
All right, does he look bloodied?
Doing math, 21. He does look bloody.
22. 10, 9, and
Yes.
he'll go again. Same guy. 13.
With 13, that is enough to drop him.
And
He
then the
falls
one
limply to the floor.
directly to his left, then it will, actually, he will take a step and go offhand here.
He raged, so he can't.
What?
He used his bonus action to rage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, this is first turn. Sorry. Yeah, so disregard that one. He's done.
Okie dokie. Fiddledinis.
It's my turn. I'm gonna cast slow on the room, hitting these 2 and 4 of these. Let's go with these 2 and then these 2. It's slow.
The 2 wizard-looking dudes are both slowed. The
Hey.
warriors. Only one of them seems to avoid the effect of the slow.
Cool. And then I want to move out of the room a little bit. Like that.
Okay, I'm going to assume you walked around the trap.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Alrighty. When it comes to their turn, I have to get slow up on my screen so I can double check everything it does.
1 attack, no reactions, I think.
Yeah, well, it's the wizard's turn, so I got to keep in mind their casting limits.
Yeah.
This guy's going to move to here. They're going to stay outside the range of the visible spiritual guardians. One of them is going to scream, "Get them!" as the giant spider turns its head over and is going to join the initiative on their initiative.
Spider's awful pink. I didn't even know it was a spider.
Come on, roll 20 initiative. Stop screwing me on this. There. It's right there. At which point, both of them are going to cast a spell after roll a d20. The one on the top begins casting it, but it seems like he's in slow motion. It's going to take him next turn to finish it. The other one has the exact same roll. Both of them can't get their spell off fast enough. They are casting a spell but cannot finish the cast. The giant spider is going to turn towards the center group. I need to grab his character sheet. Whisper rolls, because obviously it is going to... It is going to crawl along the ceiling. For the purpose of this, I'm going to say, since it's on the ceiling, it's out of the range of your spirit guardians. Just because it is trying to avoid going to them. It is going to shoot a web at Garlo. It misses Garlo. Wow, even with advantage. That was disappointing. Balin.
He moved the stupid spider. I had a whole plan here. So if it's up on the wall, like if I ran by it, it doesn't provoke.
It's still within. It's still within the ground. He's just standing on the wall to present a lower profile.
Okay.
You know what? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna roll damage for his. Go ahead. What was the spirit damage? The Spirit Guardian's 19. I'm just gonna make the wisdom check because now that I think about that, that's stupid. He shouldn't be able to do that. He fails. He takes 19 points of damage. That spider's bloody.
Okay. That may change what I'm about to do. Yeah, I don't like this whole "there's wizards are casting spells" thing. So I'm going to disengage on my bonus. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Archie's gonna get up in this too. Squawk, squawk, bother, bother. And I'm gonna wail on this guy with the sword. With advantage. Boomingly. Sorry.
Let's just keep adding things to that. Why not? Hold
Sorry,
on. No, hold on. I want to make sure I get the help action in there too because I didn't say that either. I just had my familiar came over, but that's okay.
I said-
Regardless,
I
he is
said- I
slow.
said
He
he was
doesn't have a
running response,
reaction, so
like,
that's gonna
help
hit.
So yeah.
He
21.
dies.
Okay. 1 casty cast down. And that's all I can do because I use my bonus to disengage.
Arena.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Am I within? Does this spider have reach? Can I tell, or would I not be able to tell that?
It's not something you can. Not on this creature, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
Some
gonna cast.
creatures you could tell. Obviously, a dragon has a really long tail. You would think maybe, but not on a spider, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna cast this firebolt at it, assuming I
Okay.
don't have disadvantage because I'm far
That
away.
hits it. It drops dead to the ground.
Better. And I will take a step back.
Alrighty. Blinkshaw.
I will channel some divine goodness.
I just realized they got saved for the end of their turn. That guy actually has reaction, but it wouldn't have mattered. He still got wrecked.
What could he have done on his reaction?
Shield,
Oh, yeah.
but it didn't matter.
Oh, even with slow, they have a reaction.
No, he saved against slow.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he doesn't
Oh.
have shield on his spell sheet. Never mind.
All right.
Shitty mage.
I'm
There's
just
a reason he's called Apprentice. You guys are killing the 12-year-olds. I just want you to realize. They're paying 12-year-olds. No, I'm
And
kidding.
pigs.
They're not actually 12-year-olds.
we gave him the opportunity.
God, it's like the Hamoon's bosses.
I heal myself up a bunch, and then do.
Kill yourself with what? You didn't roll anything.
No, I used Channel Divinity,
Oh, okay.
so I brought myself
That
up to
checks
half.
out. No, that checks out.
And then I'm gonna cast some healing word on myself, and that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Blisk, go. Blisk, swing. Blisk, miss and hit for 8, which will bloody the warrior next to him. At the start of their turn, they all have to make another wisdom save. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
It was actually supposed to be at the end of their turn. The very
I'm just
bottom.
saving against Spirit Guardians.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think about
Rolling
the
Spirit Guardians.
other one.
Nah.
The guy who
Blake
saved last
Shaw
time
hasn't saved.
saves again. Good God.
Oof. Not nearly as good this time. Ouch.
They still take all of it except for the one guy above you. All of them are still standing despite that, however. At which point their turn starts. This guy's going to step down to, I'm just going to move this guy off the screen just so he's not in the way. He's going to step down to Garlo. He's going to take 2 swings at advantage against Garlo. He cuts Garlo twice. The first time dealing 3 from 6 and then 5 from 10 for slashing damage.
Okay. So 8 altogether, not already
8
reduced.
altogether. The other 4 are just going to keep going for Blinkshaw. He is proving to be himself quite a nasty character with the Spirit Guardians. 1, 2, 3. Of the first 3 hits of the slow individuals, 2 are hits. for 10 and 5 respectively.
All right.
15 more, 2 more con saves.
Do you mind if I just take all the HP and do all the con saves at the end?
You can do that's true. That works too.
Okay.
And then the last guy still gets 2 attacks. He will hit you twice more for 11 and 11.
Okay, so 22 plus 15 is 37 and 4 con saves.
Yep. All DC 10.
Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're fine. And that is all they can do.
Forecaster, you're the best.
All 3 of the Thayan save against the slow effect. With a natural 18, a natural 20, and a natural 19. They wanted nothing to do with that anymore, apparently. But that is the end of their turn. Garlo.
Garlo is increasingly angry that he is not getting the respect he believes he deserves. Continues to recklessly tear into them, starting with the one that didn't hit him. Because that guy at least deserves to die last. So we're going to go with this guy on the left. He crits.
He crits. 28. And he dies.
Steps onto the body, just snarling in rage. Next one. Still recklessly. 9.
Or 9.
And we'll wail again. For 5.
For 5. Okay, he's still alive.
Is he looking shell?
They're
Actually-
all bloody at this point, except for the guy to the north.
Yeah, but there's a wizard casting a spell, so I have other things on my mind right now. But that's going to be Garlo.
Well, Dennis.
I will go up 1 square and shoot at the warrior in between me and Blinkshaw with the Ray of Frost. Haha.
That will hit.
Spellcaster, come on.
That was what was needed. He drops dead. Fire Frost just slams into his back, freezes him as he falls forward stiffly.
That's it.
All right, we get to the caster, whose Scorching Ray comes off, all targeting Blinkshaw.
Uh-oh.
He only hits 1 of the 3 rays and only deals 5 points of fire damage with that ray.
Alright, here's my con check still.
I thought this would be the one you'd brick. The
Expecting
one
that.
attack.
Absolutely was expecting.
And it is its action that turn to continue casting the spell, so that is all he gets. But he will point at the centipede and say, "Get him," pointing at Balin. So the centipede, well, I'm just going to move the centipede on the princess's turn, so I don't have to have the initiative. The centipede will skitter down and along the floor.
Ugh.
If you don't like bugs, you're in the wrong zone. We'll attempt to bite Balin. We'll succeed in biting Balin.
I don't know what this thing can do, so I'm going to go ahead and shield.
So it misses then, because you guys can shield, and most of these guys have barely a +4 to their attack bonuses. All right, that's that thing's turn. Balin.
I get the roll for the.
I just didn't want to get
slow.
like, a save for poison. Now you can't think anymore. 3, 4,
He is still slowed.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Balin's going to disengage. Go to here. Archimedes is going to nope the fuck away from that centipede as well. Get up into here. Create a help action scenario. And Balin will go advantageously in a booming manner, trying to make this thing end quickly. Not one fucking crit. First one's the hit. 17.
You disengaged.
Yeah,
Only 1 attack.
I was at advantage. 'Cause
Oh,
Archimedes-
you're right. You were at advantage. Okay.
So
I was
24.
wondering, why the hell are you rolling it twice?
I don't have.
Uh,
If I multi-attack, believe me, I would be a lot more broken. 17, 24 total.
He is still alive.
Damn it. That's all I can do.
Arena.
All right.
I will yell out, "Finish him off!"
Okay. I will step up here. I will send a firebolt at the guy next to Balin.
Okay. That'll hit. He gets knocked up against the wall and drops dead.
Good shooting, Tex.
Raina looks confused. That's her turn.
Blade Shaw.
Runes level 2 on myself.
I like how I was rolling so shit, except for against Blink Shot. Why are dwarves cursed in my games? I don't understand.
I don't know. Thank
I
God.
know they were all at advantage, but Jesus.
I don't know. He just made like 9 con saves in a row, which I can't do 2. So I'm giving him some credit.
And that is going to be the end of my turn.
Bliss gets to go. Bliss will step up and continue weed whacking the closest thing he can see. Goblin Slayer. 2 hits for 25, which will bloody that one. And he will scream at Garlo, "Yeah, you got this! Just keep killing him!" Was it going to their turn? They all got to make wisdom saves.
Ooh.
And they are all going to fail, and they're all going to die.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Balin will try to scream out because we need a hostage. Does anybody speak centipede? But I don't think Garlo's going to listen.
As they all die, the centipede seems to lose its will to fight and just kind of skitters back down up around the pillar and seems to cling to it passively.
Okay.
Shit, we forgot to save one for questioning.
We should probably search these apprentices. I'm gonna search
Search
this
them
one.
all.
Yeah, Balin will start going through them, the wizards first, very, very carefully. Like I'm being diligent when I search these 2 assholes.
Is it an investigation or a perception?
You do not need to roll any check. Looking
okay.
through their persons, all the warriors were wielding longswords, chain shirts, and shields. Nothing of real interest. They had javelins as well, which you may replenish. The 2 casters did not appear to have anything but daggers on them. Nothing of interest on their persons either. Though one of them does have a glyph key on his person, which you may appropriate.
Okay.
Wilderness.
How many
15
javelins
so-
per warrior, by the way? 'Cause I actually did need to grab more daggers.
He can fill himself to his load.
What is that load? I don't even know. how
I
many
think you
daggers
can hold
have.
6 in a quiver.
6 javelins? Okay.
That's the limit of what a quiver can hold before he goes kaboomy. All right. If you want to make, what are you making an intelligence work check for fit on this?
Combining the.
Yeah, well, it's
cards
Arcana.
Okay.
Well, no, you roll plenty well enough. Just go ahead and roll 2 more. And with that, you can basically copy it all down, and you'll have, all 3 of your glyph keys now have zones to everything. This zone is referred to as the Vermin Halls.
Okay.
So wait, this is the one that we already had attunement to.
No, the last one was Swine Run. This is Vermin Halls. That's where I made the mistake.
But the no, you
No,
made a
no.
mistake on the blood pens.
No, he had said vermin.
No.
Yeah, he had said vermin halls.
The
as
entire
opposed to swine
area, the greater zone, like the abyssal
okay.
prisons, is the blood pen.
Right.
This zone, the top of the white gate, is the Vermin Halls. Underneath the vergate, the pig room was the Swine Run.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna ask you to like confirm a lot of these after we get.
I got it for you. I'll
Yeah.
I'll send it over.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
I don't know about you guys, but I could use an hour sit.
I can
Uh,
hang out for a bit.
We can do it in the hallway.
Yeah, I kind of want to get out of this room.
Does the spider have anything on him?
Creepiness.
Really bad burns from a firebolt.
Yeah. Why would we leave this room? There's no discernible exits. This is a great place to hunker down.
Other than the fact that there are
Centipedes.
hundreds of vermin crawling along the 2 pillars.
Oh, okay. That's the part I missed. Okay. Yeah. Let's get out of this disgusting room.
Sorry, I say 100, but it's dozens of giant vermin crawling on and around them.
To the hallways.
You also notice there were other miscellaneous things in the room that I didn't point out, such as what look like scraps of rats in buckets that, judging by the smell, must be pig excrement. It seems that that's what they were feeding to them.
Ew, random. Gross.
They're
I mean-
insects. What do you expect them to eat?
Yeah. That's
Fruit?
a smorgasbord.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's import thousands of gold of fruit in here, or we got a pig pen in the other room. Let's just throw some of that in there.
Granola, maybe?
Granola.
It's cheap,
Granola.
it's efficient, and that's what they're gonna use.
L2
They
protein
had
stack.
magic to keep it from smelling until Blinkshaw came along.
Yeah, you're the worst. What was our achievement to the Phoenix Arena? That was Francesca, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm like very visual. I have to like draw this, or else I'm not gonna understand how this teleportation works.
I can go through it with you later.
And Blisk is with us.
If we are taking a short rest, I will do Song of Rest, which is everybody who uses hit dice gets 1d8 extra hit points. So let me roll that.
Using me a lot of hit dice.
I haven't yet, but I'm going to since we have that bonus going on.
Well, did we get our short rest out of the way by sitting here?
Well, I was gonna say, as you all sit down to make a short rest, since you're nearest to the door, Phil Dennis, someone should make me a perception check.
All right. Probably.
All right.
Nope.
You do not notice anything.
Yeah.
After
Closer than
after about 2 minutes, as you all are setting up and you begin to sit down to heal, these doors swing open as the individuals in that room surge forth to attack you.
Yay!
Yeah, they heard that combat and the screaming. They're obviously not just going to sit there and wait. These two wizards are in the front line. Sorry, I'm actually repositioning them. I wanted to open the door first just so you knew the combat was happening. At this point, the individuals in the group are surprised. Phil Dennis is surprised, and checking their stats, no one else is actually surprised. You just didn't notice it was happening until it happened. So Phil Dennis, you'll lose your first round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does not
They
surprise me one bit.
basically lined up to they do what players do when they line up on a door and they kick it open and they yell Blinkshaw, but they're not you guys. The two guys in front,
Steve.
let's see if we can get through this for the end because we got 20 minutes till we go. It may be easier to just end it here, so I think this encounter is going to last a while. You know what? Let's just call it here. I know it's really early, but
we got this.
this encounter is
we
going to
got
go like
this.
40
I'd-
minutes, and
I'd
it's
rather-
already 20 minutes
I'd
over.
no,
and
I'd rather
Curly's
call it.
already tired, so we're going to call it here.
No,
Yeah.
I have to try and join for my own. I'm so far
You'll be
behind.
fine. Like, this is going to be the beginning of next week. I'll send you the experience at the end of next week. Don't worry. Speaking
He's
of,
gonna-
let
He
me.
has to leave early.
I know. This is the beginning of next week. He'll be here for that.
No. Next week is my trip to Wyoming.